be this bad. Let's do. It's not very powerful. It's just the test bed. But this isn't working. It's just. And try. Yeah. Well, I'm actually getting a feed. What's the feed look like? Is video buffering? Question mark. It's all green. Now it's going okay. It's starting to come back over here. Getting fixed, but then we've had issues too. How does this happen? I guess there are issues. So maybe it's not that easy. Maybe I'm just missing something obvious. Anyways, let's keep dropping this. Let's keep dropping it until it hits the floor. Alright, it's about as low as I want. No, this is just testing. Everything is a test. Okay, so I'm looking at this now. I'm waiting for the feed. Boom! I think because of how low the bit rate is, I can't actually. I'm learning as I go. This is like starting from 0. It's starting from the bottom, back up again. And this is really curious, really interesting. Alright, well, right now it looks stable enough. You know, it looks really shit because I'm broadcasting at like 1,160 kilobits per second. Let me actually drop it down to 8 something. I don't want to have any difficulty. So 840. I'll do 840 on the video. Video bitrate floored down to 840. So there's room to play with here. We'll figure out what's going on. Okay, bit rate's dropped now. Fingers are crossed, and my God, it's so ugly. everything's blocks, right? That's cool. How do I keep monitoring? It's the best way to monitor. It's the best way to monitor right now. There are quite a few technical things to figure out here. It's going to take some time. All right. Anyways, let's do this start from 0. I'm gonna keep my headphones on so I know when we have hiccups. I've got my broadcast on my screen. I never do this. All right. Hello world. It's Saturday, January the 12th, 2019. Just about to turn 11:11. You can't see that with shit, huh? No, I was hoping that this would be a little better. I was hoping that this would be like, you couldn't tell, right? But because I'm only working with a single modem, I've got some problems. And there are ways to work with this, but I might just introduce more conflict. So we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna keep it simple because I'm a simple guy, and I don't want to do too much at once. Who the fuck touched my gun? Somebody handle this. That's weird. Maybe I should put it up while I have people around. More people. I want to take Paul out, and I want to make coffee. There's stuff that I'd like to do. So, no, Paul, you want to go get a walk? You want to go outside? Yeah. Just bear with me. Things will get better. Maybe not during this session necessarily, but we're on a journey. Let's just say that presently I'm outputting at about 1/6 of what I want to be at. It's a pretty painful place to be, especially if you care about quality. But if I just keep this scene static like this, it's not half bad, right? Like image quality, it's wanting. It's wanting because we're looking at what? Right now I'm dedicating only 840 kilobits per second to video, and that's like keyframes at intervals at 3 for whatever reason. 30 frames per second video going out. It's not a lot of data for each still image, and of course I'm broadcasting at 1080p, right? So yeah, again, we're like at 1/6 of where I want to be. All right, let's keep on testing. I'm gonna add a little more to this, just a little bit more, and I'm not going to go for the full-on stress test. Instead, I'm doing this. I'm going to take it piecemeal. So, this should hold together. It should be holding up. And if it's not, then fucking sue me, man. Like, I'm trying here. I'm trying. I have specific design goals. Some knowledge. Put it together. See what happens. Let's just see what happens. It's a big fucking experiment. All right. So Paul wants to go place. I want a little something before I get moving. And it's not what you think it is, okay? Hey, good morning.
I saw you on the screen over there.
Oh yeah. So I'm testing some stuff right now. It's a real stress test. Hey, relax. You want coffee?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You want to walk? You want to walk around the neighborhood?
Well, I should do that.
Yeah, we can walk around and then I guess coffee later. Because I want to take Paul out first.
Oh,
And here I am trying to satisfy my cravings.
His or yours?
Mine.
What is it?
Pipe tobacco.
Can I see?
You can smell. It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like how the stuff smells.
You know how the vape works?
This is not vapor. I'm smoked because my vaporizer is dead.
Oh.
And sometimes I just enjoy it. I like nicotine. Vaporizing is, I feel, much better than smoking. But
Is it like hookah?
yeah, it's like a mini hookah, a
I
very
tried
tiny
hookah.
hookah. This is such a. You have
Yeah.
what flavor did you have?
I think fruit, like peach or something.
Peach. Yeah, I like hookah. Shisha's nice.
My sister is a fan.
Oh,
But
yeah?
I didn't feel anything. It was just.
Yeah, it just makes you a little lightheaded.
It didn't really like. I felt nothing.
Yeah, if
Or
you
maybe I just wanted to.
if you do enough nicotine the first time, it'll make you like a little lightheaded, a little sick. Feel a little sick. Okay, so I'm gonna be wearing this. I think that I don't even know how to put this bag on. Ta-da!
Oh my god.
Ta-da! It's so light.
Then I should take my jacket.
You may want to see how cold it is. I think it's actually quite warm right now. But I'll be out there. I'll be out there with this for now. La 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 la. Here we go. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna take the blades. You know, I have guests, so I'm gonna move at other people's pace. Morning. It's choppy, huh? It's super choppy. But you know, part of it is because there's this 5 gigahertz signal everywhere. Like, it is everywhere. I need to rearrange the kit a little bit because this shit's just slapping around everywhere. Hey, Paul. Yeah, Paul. So here's what we do, Paul. Like, we definitely want this to be on the outside, but at the same time, we don't want it slapping around. So we need it to be in a... you can just close. Use the knob and pull. Pull on the knob. There you go. You didn't need to bring your bag. Nobody else is at home right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to somebody.
Nope. No, I'm just talking to myself. My camera. Kind of taking notes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's mental notes. That lens, it makes the angle wider, so you can see more. And I think I need to invest in some new cables. And before I do that, I want to. This will work. Yeah, it's all testing. It's always testing. Just gotta make sure.
Computer?
Yeah, my computer with a battery and all this and a modem. And a modem. So it looks kind of crazy, but actually is really, really stealthy. It's just this. It's just
Awesome
this.
for traveling, you know?
Could be. I hope it's good. I hope it's not complete dog shit, because that would make me sad.
How much did you invest in all this?
Total investment of all of this is like $320.
Oh my.
It's not very much. A computer. You think of how much a computer
that's
usually
like
costs.
a trashy laptop.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like for the price of a trashy laptop. Yeah, I mean, of course, that costs a lot. Cell phones cost so much these days.
Well, we can get it free, right?
Yes. If you're interested, we can look too. Oh,
How many people do you need?
Just, I don't know.
With family plan?
Something like that, yeah. Let's walk around first. I'll put this up and then... Here, Paul, move. Get out the way. We're just testing this. Is this water too? Messed up. Bad water. It filters it through water.
I think it's like distillation, right? The vapor goes through this stuff.
It just goes through the water. It's not vaporization. That's just smoking. Yeah. So the smoke travels through the water. It's like a mini hookah, like exactly like a mini hookah. So in time, usually no, I'm okay. Just one bag. It's one bag. It has barely anything in it. Usually, I just follow Paul.
Lucky Paul.
Yeah. And he gets to lead the way.
It's a nice day.
It is a nice day.
Like, this is the nice weather.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I wonder what I want to do. I always wonder, like, how much do I actually want to show the world?
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
In a way, it doesn't hurt. But you have crazy people out there who will,
Yes.
like, crazy people, and they just like, oh, okay, hey, I know this guy has this and this. I'm gonna try to steal it from him, even though he says not to try to steal it from him.
And they can find your address. Right?
Oh, that's easy. It's so easy for people to find me. You know?
Yeah.
And like I could try to make it harder, but at the same time, I just kind of bet on too many crazy people, right? And like crazy people hopefully understand that I'm not playing around when I say don't take things. It's not going to go well. So I'd rather just be like more free and do this. You know, hopefully this is holding up. I have no idea. It might be crap right now, and I might just be walking around like this. Oh, you had to poop. Okay. Cool. Okay. Hey, kid. Go on. So, about this time last year, or maybe a little, about this time last year, I started taking Paul out and just filming using my phone during walks and while roller skating around the neighborhood. And I very quickly used up a lot of data because it takes a lot of data to broadcast. Audio, video feeds
If
take a
you
lot.
do something like Periscope, why do you need... Oh, okay. You're using your cell phone's data, right?
Yeah. Well, right now I'm not actually using my cell phone's data.
No, you're using Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so the cell phone is connected using Wi-Fi to this mini computer. It's my mini computer. For my data?
Yeah.
I'm on a family plan. And we only get 20 gigs. So I don't want to use my family data.
But it's unlimited.
We could, yeah, but it costs quite a bit more to go unlimited.
No, I can like T-Mobile. I paid $35 for unlimited everything.
Really? That's a good deal. But
that's not the best internet service, so...
I see. Where to, Paul? Where do you want to go? I don't know. We'll see. If you're already paying only $35 a month, that's tough to... I would think it's pretty tough to beat unlimited.
That's good, yeah.
Yep.
They're getting cheaper.
Should. Over time, you would think it'd get cheaper.
Yeah.
But who knows? It takes a lot of investment. Oh, yeah. Here.
Where's Tesla's CEO? He wants to give like the world free Wi-Fi.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And then Zuckerberg also wants to do similar things. They all want to.
I like Musk much more better than Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Why?
Because I think he's kind of fishy.
Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Why do you think
not
Zuckerberg?
Musk.
Why do you think Zuckerberg is fishy but not Musk?
types of things you're doing? Like, they're selling information on Facebook without people's permission.
I think it's all in the terms of service. It's all in the terms of service. When we sign up and we give information, like, we should know that it's in there if you read it. But people are all surprised because nobody reads the terms of service. I'm pretty sure, because like, I think until you really try marketing on Facebook, until you try using Facebook as the platform that it's really there for, which is marketing and not really connecting you with your friends.
Well, that was the initial idea.
Yeah. They had to make money. And how are they going to make money when we give them so much of our data for free? When we just like hand them everything on us, and it's very natural they're going to make money on our data, our personal data. They do use ads, but so Facebook is quite special from a marketing perspective. You can target on a finer level using Facebook than you can virtually any other platform, because we give so much data over to Facebook. Whereas like on Twitter, for example, what people will give is like, hey, here's how old I am, my birth and my location, and you can put any location, and then like a short profile and a picture. Whereas Facebook, you're telling it everything because you want to.
Your fake name?
No, you could give it a fake name, but you still, people are curious, like, hey, what happened to my classmates from when I was in elementary school?
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate it. It's just for nosy people.
Kind of. I mean, LinkedIn is kind of like for nosy people in the working world,
I have so many like high school classmates, like every week they check my profile. And we haven't talked in 10 years. Like, hey, you can just message and say hi instead of just...
Instead of stalking me.
Yeah.
It tells me you're stalking me. LinkedIn is funny because it also tells you like, hey, so-and-so viewed your profile.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then...
Also, academia, it does it. If somebody searches your name, sends you email and say, hey, somebody in this country searched your name. So I see that they visit my profile and and I get the email that somebody searched your name in that country. So this person has an episode.
Right. So they look you up. For whatever reason, they look you up.
I mean, they would just easily message me.
They could, but messaging takes time. So some people automate that too. Some marketers automate that. And you can always tell. It's just like you smell it.
Automate what?
The sending messages to people.
Yeah. But these are people the classmates message.
Yeah. I don't know. We all have these we all have these networks from all these years of school and just living. Most people, I don't think, have any idea of how to use the network. Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I'd like to.
I have so many people like back home that look up to me. Yeah.
How big was your town?
I think 300,000 people.
300,000. It's not bad.
I mean,
yeah, you were like the one to come to the US.
yeah, and that's why many of them are jealous, so not happy, and that's why they don't message.
Right.
The other one to follow my footsteps. And they ask me, and I say, hey, this has to be your dream and passion. Like,
Yeah, you gotta
I don't
push.
want to change your life.
Yep. You gotta be the one to do it. You must take massive action.
I got lucky.
That's what happens when you work hard. You get lucky. You find opportunities and then you're able to move on them. You don't do that while you're sleeping.
Yeah. But I thought, like, if I do PhD, doors would open up, but so far they have not.
He's looking for a friend. I don't think our friend is sitting out here yet, though. Polly! Hey, Polly! Where are you going?
What's that tree?
I think it's called a sago palm. Oh, never mind. It's not a sago palm. It's some type of palm. This is very cool. I really like this one.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey! What's going on?
He doesn't know. He's just happy.
What's going on, man?
I got this camera going. Let me set it down. Your car's license plates are all there. Let me just set it against this for now. I'm testing things out today.
Huh?
The mini computer, the battery, the mini computer, and I got a modem, so it's actually.
So you got it anywhere?
Yeah. This is
Intel Core M3.
This is it.
How you pay for that?
260. Yeah, and if it's any display, it has USB.
So this is just a cover.
This is just a cover.
Just a cover. Okay.
Covered, yeah. It's,
So you charge it right there.
right now it's powered through here, through this.
Yeah. But what is this?
It's a battery,
Oh, that's a battery. Okay.
portable battery pack.
Yeah, portable battery. Okay.
Yeah, very simple.
So you don't charge it directly?
At home I leave it plugged into the wall.
But I mean, but it can be. You can charge it.
It takes very little power. I mean, I'm not sure.
How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Good. How are you?
This is Shada. She's my friend's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking around the fall.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
How are you?
Great,
Nice
how are
meeting
you?
Ramiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good setup.
It's very simple.
Very simple, yeah.
So I'm learning with it, and we'll see. Hopefully, in the next few days, I can learn a bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What are you up to today?
Okay, we got the battery dead on that one. I just took it to the charger. Somebody said that Dolores left the blinking lights.
Oh.
The nylon.
Oh no.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, you don't have a battery charger here?
I don't have a battery charger.
Shoot, I have one.
You do? Okay.
In the future, you can just hook it up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just took it somewhere. I mean, to the store where you bought it.
Yeah. Quiet. Yeah.
Alright. So you guys enjoying the day, when?
Yeah.
It's a nice day.
Very nice day.
Come from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
It's snowing there.
Oh, it's snowing there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's big
It's
news.
cold over there.
Yeah. It doesn't snow usually, but
Yeah, it's nice. How high the temperature got when in summer?
in summer 92.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, not bad.
Yeah, 95.
And it's not too humid, right?
No.
Yes.
It's totally bearable.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a little better in here, I think.
But
Just a
Houston
little.
is cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Many things to do.
Yeah. That's true. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So you can visit Alex? No?
Yeah. My husband is a friend of his.
No, okay.
Yeah. Our first trip to Houston.
It's good. Yeah, that's a beautiful day. I mean,
Yeah, I love it.
I guess it rained all night. It's just bad everywhere.
Yeah.
We have cool bikes.
Yeah. I usually play golf on Saturday, but nobody called me today. I mean, I guess I said, nah,
Oh,
that's
it's
too
too
wet.
wet. Yeah, it's too wet. You want to, don't
Yeah,
want anything
because
my
of
shoes
rain.
wet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bought all of this alcohol and I don't have enough people to help me drink it.
Oh, really?
We try.
Yeah, we need more people.
Okay, hacen Ruben.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a bunch of wine. Like mostly wine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We use a lot of wine.
And they're really good.
Yeah, just something.
Portuguese, I really liked it.
Port. Have you tried port?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's like 20% alcohol by volume. Kind of sweet. It's
Okay.
like dessert wine, usually.
Yeah. What's the name? Port?
Port. P-O-R-T. Port. Yeah.
Is that the name of the winery or?
That's just a type of wine.
Type of wine.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I'm not
like
sure.
sherry. Sherry and port.
Oh.
Or similar.
What was the name? Something 27.
Oh yeah, that was just the brand. The brand. The type of wine is more important. I think. He's happy. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get on with it. I want to keep testing this thing.
Yeah.
So right now it's just
What
I'm
is
just
this?
shooting the box. This is just iPhone camera, but this app allows you to take the video from here and feed it into a computer. It transmits across Wi-Fi.
Oh, directly Wi-Fi?
Yeah, so I could just have like a battery pack plugged in with this if I needed to charge it, which I would normally do.
Oh, that's nice to record some videos.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
audio
in the
video.
raw or somewhere. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so my plan is to hook this up on the road trip. On my way back up, I'm just gonna broadcast the entire road trip
Yeah.
because it's 2 days of driving, nothing
days
but
of
driving. Yeah, like 12, 13 hours.
Yes, that's right.
So maybe I can get some good video out of it.
Yeah.
No.
You never know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's a nice setup for.
You remember this lens? I brought it by on.
Yeah, the one
Thanksgiving.
is the same you used that
Yeah,
time.
but I've dropped it so many times now it's all cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That day you had some stick
Yeah.
to move it around.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still going.
It is.
Yeah, it is still going. That's why I aimed it at the box.
It's nice.
Oh yeah. Can I?
That's great.
Yeah. Let's see where it goes.
Okay.
So thank you.
Okay. Nice seeing you.
Yeah, good bumping into you.
Bye. More.
It was nice to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Enjoy your weekend.
You never know when it's gonna change.
Absolutely. Okay, Paul, let's go. Go.
All right. Nice seeing you.
Buddy. Yeah. It's a really beautiful day.
Yeah, I love the sun here.
Paul, slow down. Slow down, boy.
You say Hispanic?
Yep. He's from Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, he's from like a small town in Mexico. But he's been living in Houston for quite a while. And he used to own a shop, a machine shop. But then he sold it. Now he's retired. Yep, now he's retired. Paul, slow down.
It's difficult to retire.
I don't know. It's difficult. Like,
I mean, you have nothing to do with yourself.
yeah, kind of. He plays like stocks. He also trade and plays golf. So that's
You
keeps
need
him
a
busy.
job that, you have to leave home and go somewhere every day. Otherwise, if you start thinking life is meaningless.
Not really. Like, if you have, so he's got a big family. He's got kids and grandkids, and then he's got so he can travel, go see them. He's comfortably retired, right? Not like super
My
wealthy.
parents were so bored. Like, my mom said I wish I could work more. Because me and my sister, we both live other places, so
Right.
empty nest.
Yeah. Exactly. How far away from home does your sister live?
I think it's 10 hours drive.
Okay. It's not too bad, but it's a trip.
Yeah, it's something.
It's not as bad as 10 hours flying. It's like
Well, sometimes, I mean, mostly flying is safer
it is safer.
than driving, especially me.
It is definitely safer. Far fewer flight accidents than car accidents. So it's gonna be a really bumpy video. I know, because I'm walking. Wow, that's very raspy. Smells pretty rich too.
I can smell it.
No, you can smell it. The wind will pick it up. You can smell it. It's probably. I imagine they got rid of the catalytic converters, removed flow restrictions. I hope it goes fast.
Why would they do?
Because people love modifying their cars.
Yeah, but is it ego that they want to be loud?
Yeah, that's part of it. Part of it is like it's ego, because the car is for most people, especially if you're renting a place, the car is your most expensive possession. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like, oh yeah, you get loud with it and you make it go fast, and it's an extension of you.
Attract attention.
Yeah. I know, I just don't want the police attention, that's it. And someday I would nice car. Like, I have some nice dream cars lined up. Hey, psst,
What is it?
come here. They're up there, like, so BMW has one called the i8. You may remember it was in a James Bond movie. I think it was in a James Bond movie or Mission Impossible. I think it was a Mission Impossible. i8. And Acura has one called the NSX. And these are, the i8's like 130,000, 140,000. And the NSX is 160. So they're very expensive. That's why it's a dream.
5 years?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it depends, right? It's like every one day at a time. You know, I haven't made a lot of money for a very long time, and now I want to make some. So I'm finding some opportunities and willing to work. Willing to work hard.
That data science thing?
Oh, so on the 16th is my orientation. 16th and 17th, and I start work on the 18th.
Yeah.
So just a few days.
That's awesome.
Life will start changing very quickly.
I don't get
There are some. You could take it.
in any field that you need data scientist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It's right now. You said you can get into machine learning and data science quite easily then. Like, there is entry in this slot. Working is definitely the way to go. You just find some like data science meetup, R practitioners, Pythonista type of meetup, machine learning fanatics, whatever. Right. So I think this, and you should be again.
The piece I
Just It's,
like I'm going to have
it's important, right? Just like it's all about interest. Me, others. You don't need to Everybody. Oh yeah, this is so beautiful now.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul. All right, let's get back inside, Paul. It's important to take walks. So I'll take this in. We'll make some coffee and go from there. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I guess I left this unlocked. Can you twist that? The top one?
This way?
Other way. Yeah, you'll know.
That's
You'll
the
know.
opposite way, right?
I don't know. It's like you'll know if it's the right way. Oh no, I think it broke. I think it broke the whole time. Let me double check though.
Unplugged.
Yeah. See, this is the trouble. The trouble without having like real monitoring. Maybe it's still fine. I don't know. Try again in a couple of minutes. Maybe it got lost completely the whole time. I pushed it like really low. Oh, it's there. Hey, look at it. It's still there. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna leave it running, and it's gonna look really lo-fi, and that's okay, because you know this is a test. I'm gonna keep letting it run until it just runs out. I think that's what I'll do today.
You wanna check the battery?
Yeah, let's see how really, because I have an estimate about how long it should last, and then I'm curious what the reality is. You know, just kind of checking in my back of the napkin math versus what actually happens.
How many batteries do you have? One is your iPhone, one is the router.
I have. Sorry, you'll have to repeat your question.
Like how many batteries do you have in this system?
In this system, just one at a time.
I know, but in total, how many batteries are you?
Do I possess? I have a lot of batteries, but I don't use them. I usually don't use them because I'm usually at home. So I just let them sit. All right. Let me fill this with a little bit more water. We'll get some coffee going. I need to keep this thing charged. This is the big component to keep charged. The cell phone.
Yeah.
Once the cell phone runs out, then there's no more, you have no more eyes.
I'm very happy with the Samsung battery.
Yeah,
It lasts quite long.
that's good.
Yeah. The only thing good about it,
Really? Which Samsung phone do you have?
J7. So basic.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've never used their phones, ever.
Really?
Nope, never have I ever used a Samsung phone. I don't think I've even, like,
You should try it.
well, maybe. Maybe. I know that people really like them,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, so like it has like fallen several times. If it was iPhone, it would definitely break, but nothing happened.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I've been in the
sometimes
water several times.
yeah. It's good. I think it makes sense to try both iOS and Android. That's what I'm doing now. I'm very happy. What the heck? Did Jovan put everything out? Jovan did. Shit. He mixed everything? No, he didn't. Okay, I know what he did. Good. I think this one's still clean though. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. Not mine. I'm not gonna worry. I'm just
Where
gonna...
does he go early in the morning?
So this morning he went to the ice skating rink. To go ice skating.
Why so early?
Just because it's his schedule. That's what he's used to doing. Yeah, there's no real reason other than habit. Okay. No. To for one more thing. I'm gonna look for a battery for that. So first, this is all big. Right now I'm scared to keep this too far away from the phone. I don't know what the limits are. And also, I'm in a very signal-heavy environment. We have wireless everywhere. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 active ones in this small house. So.
Why?
Because I need it. Because this uses a lot of this stream to get 1080p, 30 FPS. It can use up to 110 megabits per second. Most people's wireless networks will not handle this.
Interesting.
Especially trying to walk around the entire house. And mine still is kind of broken. It's not where I want it. It's not nearly as good as I want it to be. But this is one of those problems. If you throw enough money at it, it goes away. If you don't have money, then you have to think, and maybe it's not worth it. Instead, just go and make the money.
Make it dramatic.
Yep.
Get viewers.
No grip. Trying to keep it from dying. I think I know. I need to get a little more trick with it. One more step. Just thinking. How to keep this thing up and working. That's best. So maybe, yeah, his stomach's been acting up a bit.
It's just so suspicious.
You think so? Maybe he gets a little paranoid and stuff.
I think if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even make it.
Really? It's, different people have different desires, yeah? I personally find that the couch surfing is a really good thing. I'm quite interested in it. I would like to put more into it. Like,
if you have a good heart, you at least give people a chance.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. You never know what you're gonna get.
I was kind of embarrassed, like the way I said, no, you're going. Like, they're older than us, and I was more soft.
I see. Yeah.
Keep it vacuum.
Yeah, but it's a really bad seal. That thing is not good. I would not recommend anybody buy it. I thought it would be good because I used the company's other stuff. But it's not good.
What type of coffee was that?
What's that?
What coffee was that?
It's a locally roasted thing. I don't know much about it. I just know it's locally roasted. You can buy it at local grocery stores.
Smells good.
Yeah.
Have you tried Turkish coffee?
Yes. I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I've been drinking like coffee black for quite a long time, so
That's
I can
so strong.
deal with anything. Okay, loud. You may want to mute. if you're actually able to hear. I don't know if this is working. I just assume it is. And I figure later I can look. I always tell myself I'll look at it later. I'll look at it later, but I never have time to.
Yeah, you won't.
No, I won't. So this is actually.
Maybe when you get older, you will. Like,
No. When I'm old, I'll still do it.
I mean, if you're 75, you want to see what you do back then.
Maybe. I'd rather some young people just tell me like, hey, look, take a look at this. This is what you did back on this day, like 30 years ago. And I look at it and say, wow, that's pretty cool. You know? I wouldn't want to go look through it myself. It's too much work. Too much work, and most of it's slow because it moves slow.
But you have to work on the videos and, delete some parts. And...
Yeah. So I would definitely hire an editor because that's a job. That's not something that I personally want to do. I want to go and live more so that there's interesting stuff to edit. Not edit. Like I can self-edit as I go, right? Just in kind of like, okay, well, what went well today? What didn't go well? What can we do better tomorrow?
Or if something interesting happens, you just cut that piece and broadcast it.
Yes. The highlights. The highlights are important.
Like it happened to those guys. They were YouTube celebrities and they went to the jungle in Canada and they were just walking and broadcasting and suddenly they saw a dead body hanging from a tree.
Jesus.
Like someone committed suicide and they just mocked it and laughed at it and then YouTube blocked their account and deleted their account.
But the really?
They said they should have respected the person.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty it's a pretty big deal, right? You're going around and boom, you see a dead body.
I mean, your first reaction wouldn't be laughing at it.
But they probably didn't laugh right away. That'd be really weird, somebody saw a dead body and immediately starts laughing.
I would freak out.
I think that's a normal reaction, is to freak out first. Very normal reaction. Anyways, I don't want this stuff down here. I need to use some of my stuff. I don't want Joe to feel like he has to do anything, but I need to do a better job doing this. We'll do something about that. Add some oil, that'd be helpful. Okay.
How long have you been living here?
Some years now. Did not just start, but like I lived more or less. Okay, so my parents bought this house. I moved in because they were moving out of the country. My father took up an assignment in Moscow.
Wow.
And then I moved in here. My friend William needed a place to stay, and he was going through some big life changes, so I said, okay, well, you can move in with me. He lived with me for about a year. And then afterwards he moved out. I wanted to help him out, like help him get on his feet and figure some stuff out, like teach him a thing or two. So after he moved out, I lived by myself for another 2 years. And then so it's been going on like 4 years or so. I've been living out of this place.
Why don't you find a program in Houston?
Because I was in a bit of a hurry and I wanted to finish this thing, and there was some significance. It's goofy, right? But like this thought that okay, well, if I stopped it over there, I should go and finish it over there. It's like finishing a thing that or okay, where you fell, you should go and pick yourself back up from that place.
But you don't necessarily have to finish what you started.
No, you don't. In fact, cutting your losses is a very important thing, right? Knowing when to cut your losses, developing that wisdom is very important. I'm with you. But in this case, I did my research. I know, like, where I was at mentally, I would not have gone into this position if not for going back to school.
fucking piece of shit. Sorry, this is really, really disappointing. I need a new one of these. I need a new one, or just like write an angry letter. Hey, I need you to replace this because it's no longer good. I've used it for so many years and now it's just like, it's dead. It's been through too much. Hopefully this coffee will not taste super bitter. I mean, it's gonna be pretty bitter. But that's why we have milk. Be like Turkish. I like how there's like tea and coffee are such important parts of culture there, you know, and like putting out little snacks for your guests, right?
Especially tea in Iran is a big deal.
Oh yeah.
In my family, we have like tea breaks every night.
Yep. Does your family have like house servants?
It's not common there.
Not in your town, or not in Iran?
Country.
Really? Yeah. It's like in the. Ah shit! I added this already. Whatever.
It's a big deal in India, right?
Yeah, in a lot of countries.
Really?
Yeah, I mean not so much in the U.S. Like in the U.S., if you have a house servant, then people are like, "Oh my God, you're super wealthy." But you know, in many places, it's just like a thing. If you're doing well, then you employ help. You have a driver, you have a cook, you have a maid. You know. Because we went to international schools quite a bit. He was really close friends with the ambassador to Malaysia from Singapore's son. And like, you know, slept over at this kid's house, and they have servants. You know, everything is taken care of.
Yeah.
Because it's an official, a government official. He's got work to do, and they have to entertain.
I have an Indonesian friend. His dad is an ambassador too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And she was like homeschooled all her education. They always had a nanny, like several nannies.
Yep. Just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just you got the help because
It
they.
kind of feels weird, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want strangers in your house.
Yeah, but you grow up with them, so it's like and they're like part of your family. You should treat them well because they know everything.
Right.
They know everything. Okay.
And in Saudi Arabia, they don't treat them well.
Yeah, it's usually like Filipino women.
Yeah.
We had a maid for a while. My mom doesn't like having maids.
I mean, I would love to use some help.
Yeah, me too.
But I would want somebody living with me, you know? It's like a roommate.
Yeah, you don't need a live-in. Like,
Yeah.
you can get somebody just to come sometimes.
I mean, twice a week is good.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming you want milk. Because I have milk and it needs to be finished. Okay. If you need sugar, I'll go find sugar.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Do you even have sugar?
I do have some.
I don't buy sugar ever.
Yeah, I don't either really. It's just for like baking. We can sit outside if you like.
Yeah.
And we'll get another battery.
Like some vitamin D.
And we can enjoy the outdoors even though people are...
Oh my god. Cutting trees?
I think they're just... I think it's a vacuum.
Oh.
Sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Okay. Shall I move on? Things they carried.
I can bring you coffee.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect. I hope I don't drop this. It would be like the umpteenth time that I've dropped my... It's okay. It's okay. I just cannot afford to keep dropping my phone. Yeah, you see that. You gotta twist it up.
Up?
You got it? No, you gotta twist that little thing, that lock.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, you can take these ones.
Okay.
Paul wants to go. Okay, I got it. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no, I left the wine sitting out here. No! No! Bad move. Bad move, homie. Leaving the wine sitting out here. Jeez. Oh well, what the hell. There's still time, I can move it back in. Right? I completely forgot about the wine.
I don't see any evaporation.
No, yeah, it's because it was just sitting here, so it's been getting warm. I wanted to leave it out to be cold last night, and then I forgot to bring it back in. Yeah, now it's all warm. Okay, you'll be okay. Go in here. Hopefully it's not all nasty. I know, right? Go! I'm so pale.
Do you get tanned?
Yeah, I can tan. But it's just like, you know, it's winter. I'm wearing this all the time. Even though now it's actually nice enough, you could wear shorts. Today's shorts, and like you can dress however you want in this weather. This is crazy. Houston's a funny place, huh?
I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
But
So far.
I wouldn't drive here.
You get used to it. You get used to it. Yeah, I mean, even in like, if you drive like people do over here in Oklahoma, it's,
Survive.
yeah, you'll be fine. You'll get around fast. There are crazy drivers in Tulsa too.
Yeah, definitely.
Some very crazy ones.
Yeah.
Believe me, I would rather do other things than this.
Like what?
Like the e-juice is nice. The electronic cigarettes are nice.
What's the first one?
What?
E-cigarette?
E-cigarette? What about it?
No, I thought you mentioned two things.
Oh yeah, electronic cigarette and then vaporizing. Just like vaporizing.
I don't see any smoke.
There's very little. It's a pretty small bowl that I packed.
No, I see.
This is just crap. Plus it's bright and sunny. It's hard to see smoke in this condition. Yeah. What a day. What a sky. No clouds.
I could take a nap here.
Yeah. Alright. I hope tomorrow will be nice too.
No, it's not gonna be. It's gonna drop like 10 degrees or so.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a little cooler is fine as long as it's still nice and sunny. If it's clear skies, you can't really complain.
Can you believe it's snowing in Oklahoma now?
Oh, that's why it's getting cold tomorrow. It's coming down from the north. No wonder. Yeah. It's just different. It's a different world here. We live in a different world.
Yeah, that's very crazy.
Things move slower in Texas.
You fly 1 hour and then everything changes.
Yeah. Or drive for like 8 hours.
8? Only?
From Houston, yeah, Tulsa to Houston's 8 hours.
What?
It's 500 miles.
Isn't it 5 hours to Dallas?
4 to Dallas.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, because you can drive like 80 miles per hour on I-35. Nobody bugs you.
People love driving here.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't like driving everywhere to get around. I think it takes way too much time. I'd rather fly.
But like Americans, they just love it. It's just so crazy to me. Like in Turkey, even like 30 minutes is a big deal.
What the hell? Is there wind? I guess there's a little bit of wind. This is killing me. I can't even
I
smoke.
think you should sit facing that way.
Face the sun. This piece of shit.
You're not meant to smoke today.
She just never smoke. Smoking is bad. Such a bad habit.
I've never even attempted to try.
I picked it up in college.
Yeah. Why not high school?
Because in high school I ran cross country. I'd run like 5 kilometers.
Really?
I used to run 5K races.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was, living in Malaysia. It was very hot and humid. It's like running around in the jungle. It's terrible. That's what I would do. So I didn't want to smoke.
When did you live there?
2004 to 2007.
Wow. What other countries?
China.
I don't mind moving to Malaysia or Singapore. Right?
They're nice. It's just hot and humid all year.
Singapore is so clean, right?
There's that guy who makes those daily videos. Have you seen it?
Which one?
This guy, he's an Arab man, and he makes these videos every single day.
Thanks or?
Not pranks, just sharing something. It's like these short videos, 2-3 minutes. He's always very energetic. He's got this shirt. It's got like something. It's like a battery meter on it. He's like, "Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about this," and then like, "You won't believe it." And he's like, "Singapore is a clean city," and then he just shows it off. They have an island made of trash, but look, it's so clean. And yeah.
So is it about all countries?
Yeah. So he just travels around
Oh,
with his
okay,
family.
I know him.
Yeah, you know who I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
He's lucky. Travel everywhere. Yeah, I saw that episode about Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Singapore, it's clean because they hire a lot of people to keep it clean.
Also, it's a crime if you.
It is a crime to litter. Yeah.
Because of it's so humid. If you leave something, it's gonna get like moldy.
Exactly.
and insects.
It spreads disease fast.
Yeah.
So you have to keep it clean. Like Hong Kong is similar in this way, but it's not as clean. Singapore is super clean. I like
How are
Singapore.
people there?
They're okay. I mean, it's like
It's so fast paced.
it is fast paced. It's like city people. They're just city people, but I like it. I like it because everybody looks like me. I can blend in.
London?
I can blend in.
Oh.
I don't stick out in Singapore. If I speak English, it sticks out because it doesn't sound like Singlish. And they're like, "Whoa, where did you get that accent?
How is English?
Where did you come from?" Yeah, Singlish is so interesting to listen to.
Do you have problems here in the US in terms of blending in?
Yeah, Asian people will never blend in America. Doesn't matter how many generations you stay in the US, you won't blend in.
What?
Yeah, always the foreigner. Until the aliens come, we're gonna be the foreigners. Always. Doesn't matter how well we speak English. Doesn't matter like how many die serving the country. Doesn't matter how many good things you build locally. You're always a foreigner.
So, was it more difficult when you were like in junior high or?
I was always in
School.
international schools. The only times I spent in the U.S. going through school was like preschool and like a few years elementary, like half of elementary school and half of middle school. The rest is all international school. I'm surrounded by people from everywhere. But since I spent so much time in Chinese international schools, most of my classmates were like Chinese American, Chinese Canadians, a lot of Koreans too. A lot of
I like
Koreans.
Koreans. I have some very good Korean friends.
Korea is a pretty cool place too. I have some good friends still in Korea. One of my closest friends from high school, from Malaysia, he's a Korean. He's like, hey, you should come visit sometime. I want to go.
Yeah, you should. I want to visit too.
There's a lot of world to go see.
But yeah, see but not leave necessarily, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you see it first, and then you decide if you want to live there.
Yeah.
Why rush?
Because time flies. I feel like you have your 30s and you should do something. After that, 40s is a peak, and after that you can't really change your life that much. Like 20s you have to learn and explore, but 30s you have to be more settled. You should know what you want.
You should work hard to get it.
But I thought by 30, you know, I would be in a more stable, mature, like place. But now I feel like you don't change even if you're 80. You still have your struggles and doubts.
Life is a struggle.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know how some people know what they want? Like,
Yeah.
their values are so strict.
Aren't your values pretty well defined? How old are you this year? I know I'm not supposed to ask.
32.
What?
32.
32, okay. So you don't think your values are yet very defined?
I mean, for very few things, yeah, but I'm very flexible, and that's a good thing and bad thing. The whole point of being with Rick shows my flexibility. It's like black and white, which is not a good thing, you know. If you're so flexible,
There's certain things.
it's like the wind takes you wherever it takes.
Well, that's if you don't have a real goal, right? You have to have some type of goal. It's good to have a goal, a general direction that you want to have your life move towards, or like a theme, right? So for you, maybe it's travel, adventure, and then you figure out, okay, what steps can I take to move towards this theme in order to actualize on this theme? Stop it.
Well, I had this goal of having a PhD.
Yep.
So for the last 10 years, I knew what I wanted to do and I stuck to it.
Yeah.
But once you've achieved it,
Move on to the next one. That's all you can do.
yeah.
You keep moving.
But you know, it's deciding between different goals, you know, which one is going to make you happier
So
in
I
the
have
end.
something that I think will help you.
What?
I have something I think will help you.
What?
It's not a drug.
It's a mushroom.
I would call the mushroom a drug too. It doesn't alter your brain. It's just some reading material for you to consider, or maybe a video if you'd rather watch a video. But you can sit down and watch it today, and then you can let it sit. You know, kind of let it soak in, and see how you feel about it.
What do you say?
A friend of mine introduced it to me. It's called it's this thought process, design thinking. Are you familiar?
No.
Design thinking. Because here you are, you finished school. School is easy, as you've said. You know, it's very clearly defined.
Yeah.
You do this, then you do this, and afterwards there's this big question mark. And you have this degree, and maybe you're thinking, maybe I have to go into a specific industry. The reason I didn't tell you. Okay, so when I applied when this guy came to my school and he gave this seminar, the presentation, the data science team lead, he talked about a few things. One, he showed this chart, all these different majors coming out of school, and the percentage of the people that got each one of these degrees that actually go on to do work that's directly related to the degree, and it's a minority. In every single discipline, it doesn't matter if it's like English literature type stuff or if it's hard science, most people are not actually using that degree directly in their new line of work and their career. Another thing he showed, I'll show you, I actually have it on my desk, this life calendar. And he color coded it. Okay, so from here to here, this many years you're in school. And then for you, okay, we finished school kind of like now at 32, we're finished with school. But you keep on learning.
Yeah.
And then from 32 up until like 62 and a half, you have 30 years that you can use to create a career. But it's not necessarily that you only need to have one career. Instead, you could have you could do something different every 3 years. Every 3 to 5 years, you could do something completely different, reinvent yourself. Right? In fact, you have to get comfortable with this whole process of reinvention. That's the flexibility that you talked about. That's where the flexibility comes into play. It's very valuable because if you're too rigid in the way that you approach things, you'll look at it and you'll say, okay, because I studied this, I must go and become this. And if I fail to become this, then I have failed. And my schooling was a waste. When in reality, the important thing to gain from schooling was this process of learning. Now you know how to learn, and you can keep teaching yourself. You can keep learning throughout the rest of your life. This is a very valuable skill, right? I was talking with this gentleman last night, another broadcaster. He's a partnered broadcaster on Twitch. And he's got a PhD in neuroscience.
Whoa.
So yeah, he's like a rocket scientist, yeah? But I like talking to these educated people. So he was saying, we were talking about like growth mindset versus fixed mindset, and also talking about this other guy who's doing this thing that I want to go and compete with him head to head, right? So he was saying about this other guy. He's intelligent. He can pick up new things very quickly. These are very valuable. The ability to pick up something, like take something complex and be able to synthesize it, understand it quickly, and be able to operate in that new environment is huge. That's a key component of flexibility.
I have that.
Yeah, because look at how far you've come. Like the first generation usually has something special because it takes a lot of energy to go from where you started to where you are now.
And my story is different. Like, I had to change my advisor 1 year ago, like 2017, to a totally different area, which I had never even heard of it.
Yeah.
And I had 1 year to finish my dissertation from the start. And I did it.
It's not a small achievement.
Yeah. And I had this bully advisor who did all he could do not to let me graduate.
Exactly.
And all committee members loved me, and they were like, no, she's ready, she's smart, and she has learned enough. She has to graduate. Like
You will let her pass.
Yeah, in all dissertation, like in all defenses, it's the advisor who supports you and the committee who are going to challenge you. This was the opposite.
And that happens a lot in graduate school. It's not just you. Like my friend in Korea, he had the same situation. My sister-in-law, my brother's wife, same situation. She also switched advisors. It happens all the time, the bullying in academia.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. And I had to stick to it. Like, I wanted to quit, but I didn't want to quit, because of my goal.
You don't want to have to go back home. You don't want to go back with your head, your tail tucked between your legs, your head down. You need to overcome. This is the adversity, right? This is the lesson.
But you think that US is free speech, like everybody respects each other?
No, not everybody respects each other.
I mean, you have more human rights in US compared to Iran. You're supposed to have. And I felt like this is human rights. Like, I'm being micromanaged. I can't even talk to my committee members without asking him first.
Right.
And he tells me what to say.
Yeah.
Like,
so he's very controlling.
Like my
you have
members
this.
would ask me what do you want to do in future, and I had to reply them whatever my advisor told me to say. Can you believe that micromanagement?
I'll be right back. Let me grab this real quick.
Okay.
Stay here. I think that you end up. Okay, so this is another thing we talked about last night. Hey, quiet. Learned helplessness. Okay, you're familiar, right? And then
That's interesting.
learned helplessness. Yeah, we were talking about. So Synapse, he brought up Pavlov, and of course Pavlov is very famous for the dinner bell and the dogs salivating because they associate the sound of the bell, ding, 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 with I'm gonna eat, right? But there was also another experiment, at least the way that Synapse told it. It's the learned helplessness was apparently also a Pavlov thing, like putting the animals into a box, making it such they cannot escape the box, and eventually the animals give up. Even when you take away the obstruction, the barrier, they still feel that they're stuck. They don't even try anymore
Yeah.
because they have learned over time that it's useless to try to escape the box,
Right.
right? So the advisor, like, oftentimes the best strategy is on the surface to act like everybody else, to be very obedient and listen, but privately you can do whatever you want as long as you meet the basic low-level obligation to keep your superiors from getting on your back. Then you can do what you want with your other time, and that obligation is usually very small.
But it's kind of like, educational slavery.
Hey, stop it! In a way. In a
It
way.
shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't, but the thing is, a lot of people are very poor. They're poor leaders. They're good managers, but poor leaders, right? And they think that in order to get the most out of people, you need to micromanage them. When the reality is, you want people to exercise their own creativity, their own free will,
Right.
because that's fundamental. You talk about the human right. If you do this, then you'll end up with like a lot more amazing things. You just have to trust your people. You need to give them the tools to succeed.
Narcissist characteristic, like he wants to play victim, he
Yep.
micromanages, and whatever you do is not enough for him. And then he plays the role of a victim, like I did all the things, blah blah. Like I wrote a paper and he said my name should be first. Can you believe it?
You end up there's a lot of bad bosses. Okay.
Oh my god.
I can't tell you how many bad bosses I've had.
It's so crazy. And now everybody told me it's like academia is much better than industry. Like
No. It's just a different animal. It's the same thing, but with like a different skin on it. You know? Really. The ivory
they
tower
like
is not
to-
so
They
different.
like to think that in academia and
course.
encourage people to go there.
Yeah, but it's a big racket.
It's just different types of beasts.
It is. It is. You're right.
It's very sad.
Yep. But it's okay. You survived. You know.
Yeah.
You survived. You here on the other side. You have emerged victorious, and now you just have to figure out where you want to go next.
Well, I want to have impact. Like
Yes.
I don't know if I should go back to academia and be the good leader.
You know what the best way is to have a lot of impact?
What?
Make a lot of money, and then use it in the right way.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, like Musk, or you can go back in history and look at guys like Rockefeller, right? Morgan, J.P. Morgan, like these captains of industry that go on, they're able to give back to society in a huge way.
Right.
Carnegie,
Right.
they
He's
give
my
back.
favorite.
Yeah. So learn from these guys, or like Richard Branson. He's a really cool one too.
I don't know.
Virgin, British man. He started with a record company. All he did was sold records, and now he has an airline, and he's like working on space travel as well. So it's huge.
But they say like if you're a decent person, you don't really, succeed that much financially.
I don't
you
believe
have
that.
to do something.
I don't believe this.
I believe that you have to follow your passion and the money will follow. shouldn't.
But some passions don't pay.
Right. You should be wise in that too.
Yeah, you have to you have to know the market, you have to know yourself. And if you know those two things, then you can do fine. Especially if you're willing to work hard and you have intelligence, you'll be okay. And there are hardworking, intelligent people who lack integrity. And that's a very dangerous type of person.
Yeah.
So you must have integrity. And make sure you surround yourself with people who have integrity. Hey, stop it! I hear this too. You're not the only one. What? Go get him. Having integrity. Basics.
Having options is very it's like a torture.
It is, but it's
I
it's
sometimes
good.
feel like people could decide for me and I would just follow that.
So I was thinking about going into the military for a while. Very strongly, seriously considering it, thinking, I have the college degree, petroleum engineering, bachelor's of science. I can go in, I can become an officer. You know, I can go go through OCS, become an officer, and just go lead people, and then I'll do well on the tests. Whatever job they give me, I'll take, you know? But at the same time, it's like, I don't like traditional authority.
Oh my, yeah.
It's,
Oh my
you always end
God.
up with these problems of micromanagement. In the military, it's
They
always,
destroy you.
yeah, they tear you down and they rebuild you so that you're a functioning unit inside of their system. What if you want to make systems? That's the most powerful thing that you can do, is to go and build your own systems, right? Like try to build the ideal system that you would want to operate in, and then find other people who share your values to work together to build the system and make it last for the next generation, building the legacy.
You know, but like yesterday I was thinking like in NASA, what makes a person want to devote everything to do that? You know?
It's crazy,
Why
huh?
would you build a system, or the alternative would be, you know, just live paycheck to paycheck and...
Oh no, fuck paycheck to paycheck. Never.
I mean, that's a safe play, right?
Yes, of course it's a safe
You
play.
can have your family, a house, a car, travel once a year. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
depressing
it's safe.
to
It's very
think about it.
It's very safe.
That's
But
a
like, what if
safe
you want
play.
more? What if you want more?
Yeah, I would definitely want more.
Yeah. So if you want more, you gotta figure out, how do you get more? What exactly do I want more of? How can I get more of that thing? Like a lot of young people, they'll go into consulting. Young, intelligent people go and become consultants, working for companies like Deloitte. You know, and that's an option. It's viable. It pays well. You can make 6 figures. You get to be on the road very often. But when the company says, hey, Shada, we need you to go over here, you know, make the travel arrangements, we're flying you out over there, you're going to stay for 4 nights, then you have to go. You can't say, no, sorry, I don't want to go. That's your job. When they say go, you go. It's always like, hey, when I say jump, you ask how high, right?
Robot.
And sometimes it's just like, hey, I don't feel like jumping. I'm sorry. So the big question is like, okay, finding this job that at first is going to get you to where you need to be. You're comfortable, you enjoy the work, but you need to build something as well. Otherwise, you end up in this trap, especially once you start spending more money. You buy the house, you buy the car, you know, you have your vacation, you have kids. Then all of these things end up tying you down, invariably. But if you have this willingness to try working on something on the side, eventually the thing on the side gets to the point where you can say, you know what, today I don't feel like going when the company says go. I think I'm going to leave for good. Right? I'm just going to sit here until they fire me. Right? And then they fire you, they give you 6 months of pay, and you say, all right, thank you, it's been fun, bye. Right? I'm going to do my own thing now. It's been great knowing you guys. You know, I didn't like you, but I liked you guys. The rest of you I liked. And then you just go.
But you know, it takes time. And
Of course.
by that time you're like 40 something.
That's okay. That's still better than like waiting until you're 65. Right?
Yeah. Being miserable all your life.
Yes, you want options while you are young. Now you have more energy than you'll ever have moving forward.
That's why I just stuck to my education, because I think that gives you some options.
It does. It's a very safe, proven way to generate options. It's what I was talking about too. Like, if I'm not going back to school, I wouldn't have this opportunity now.
I feel so depressed when I'm not learning something. Like, I tried living in Istanbul when I was teaching, but I feel lost when I'm not pursuing education. That's why I don't know what happens to me if I go to industry. I mean, there are so many industries like high-tech that you design and you learn and you do something.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just so depressing. The real world is so depressing to live for money and watch movies every night.
You don't have to.
It's so boring.
You make it easy on yourself, or make it hard on yourself to do the things that are not productive to your goal. So, like in my home, I don't have a TV downstairs. You know, I don't have a TV in my bedroom. My bedroom is only a place of rest. I used to work out of there, and then I started moving everything out because you don't want to mix the two. So now I have a dedicated environment, right? Out here, this is just like a pleasure place, little pleasure garden. You can look at the plants blowing in the wind, you know? So you want to structure things in a way that works for you.
But how long are you gonna live like this? Like, don't you like to have a normal life on the side?
What's a normal life?
Like a family.
A family? Of course, I would love to have kids someday. Because I think I would be a really good father.
Them, you have to be more flexible and, you know, have a TV and, you know, that will take you.
No. Growing up, for example, my mom was very big on, okay, no TV while we're eating, you know, and now, even now, it's like, hey, don't bring your phone to the dinner table, right? Like when we're together, we want focused time to spend with each other.
I love it.
It's important, you know? It's these little things that are actually really important for us mentally, and we need to take opportunities to get away from the screens. Like, I'll frequently spend, you know, an entire day on the computer chatting with people that show up to my broadcast, just interacting. And then at the end, just like, you're like, oh man, my eyes are tired. You know, I can't keep doing this. I need to spend more time doing this.
And with real people.
Yes, with real people.
I mean, talking to people is cool too. Like, when I was a kid in Iran, like, we don't have so many tourists, right? So I was just thirsty to meet outside people. I was just thirsty to know how other people live.
Right.
And that's why I was on couch surfing and live mocha, which is a language exchange. And I found some friends and it blew away my mind. Like, I was really curious to see how other people live, and that's why I came out. I left the country. I love talking to people and sharing their story and meeting them.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're curious. That's a really important thing.
I feel like I have to get out of Oklahoma first.
You can do a lot from Oklahoma.
I couldn't find mind matches in Oklahoma. Like, I've been there 5 years, even in school.
Yeah.
It's just...
Look, it's frustrating for everyone. It's not just you. Okay? It's not just you. Like, everybody has this we live in this, like, hyper-connected world, but people are very lonely. A lot of people are very lonely. Even people who spend all day talking with other people, like engaged in customer service. Some of these people are the loneliest people.
That's even worse because you have to talk about certain things and you cannot
It's
change
limited.
topic or something.
It's very limited. It's really, it's up to you what you want to do, right? There's no real blueprint. Actually, wait, I take that back. For every single thing, the ultimate goal that you have, there are a number of blueprints that you can find from other people who have already succeeded on that path. And if you learn from those people and surround yourself with other people who are moving in the same direction, your probability of reaching that end goal that you want goes up considerably, right? It's about making sure you're surrounded with the right people. When I was young, my mom, she would frequently say, hey, like, look, the friends that you keep are garbage. You should say this about Rick. She's like, he's not a good friend. He's not somebody that you want to be around. And I said, no, it's okay. Like, I can learn something from everybody, right? And it's okay, it's okay.
You pay a price.
You do. There is a price you pay.
Yeah.
So over time, like only now do I look back and say, oh shit, she was right. You know, it's actually very important that you manage yourself and make sure that you surround yourself with the right types of people, because the wrong people will kill you. They will steal your time, and you don't get that back.
And your values, you know? Even if you're so solid in your values, they affect you.
Of course. Of course. There's only so long that you can turn a blind eye. Right?
But, you know, sometimes you don't have options.
Is that true?
You can find mind matches online, but necessarily not around you.
Look, it's tough. It's tough. Okay, it's very challenging.
I don't know if it's karma, like, if you're positive, they will come and find you.
Yeah, like The Secret.
Yeah. No, I don't like Secret.
What, The Secret?
It's kind of naive.
Yeah, but it's about this. You know, you look for what you want, and then you keep moving, and then the universe will help you.
Hopefully.
Oh, you should believe that it will help you, because
Yeah.
if you believe that the universe is actually this cold, uncaring place, and that everybody's only in it for themselves, then you end up distrusting your fellow man, and then you lose a lot of experience that way.
But do you want to hear the bitter truth story or a sweet lie?
Not okay. So the bitter truth is preferable to a sweet lie. Okay, the truth is always preferable to a lie. In my book.
Right.
But it's not for everybody. Right? Some people would rather have the lie. That sounds nice.
I mean, I grew up believing that, you know, God is there, and if you do this and do that, you know, you have to pray, blah blah.
Yeah.
But then the reality is nobody cares about you, and there's no destiny.
I mean,
not written for you.
I don't think that nobody cares about you. Do you truly believe nobody cares about you?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, look, you're married, right?
Oh, it doesn't mean anything.
No?
No.
Okay. But it's something. At least to the outside world, it's a signal. Right? It means something to most people. In Oklahoma, most people would be like, oh, okay, she's married.
I don't believe in signing a paper and suddenly, boom,
Yeah, me neither.
your world changes.
Me neither.
And
But
you
at least the
have to have
government.
some weaknesses.
For the government, it means something. It helps you with your taxes. You know, that's one reason to get married. But really, it's also about like having people to join you along your journey and help
Oh my God,
help you
people
along.
closest to you can
Yeah.
harm you hardest.
Of course, I've hurt some of the people closest to me the most.
Right.
You know, I've not been a very good son for many years. Not a good brother for many years.
Because you're a rebel.
Not only that, not only because like I'm trying to go in my own direction, but sometimes because I'm blind. You know, we all have our blind spots. And something immediate may look to be a very nice, sweet thing, but in reality, it will destroy you. If you're not careful, some things will destroy you. And you have to know, over time, you have to like feel them out, and then develop the intuition, that gut feeling. Hey, this person's not good for me. I need to keep my distance.
Yeah, I was a good sister, good daughter for a long time. But then I was like, I felt like a victim. Like, I didn't have a life of myself. It was all, you know.
Yeah.
Still, I'm a good daughter, but
In some ways.
yeah, I mean, my culture is like people pleaser.
Right.
You have to look nice outside. That's why I said about Facebook, like, you can't really be yourself.
It's a choice.
And even being myself, like, myself is quite, I think, decent for general public, but I have this rebellious side that I don't want to obey other people's path.
So you need to find your own truth, yeah?
Yeah. For that, you have to make mistakes.
As long as they don't kill you, that's okay. It's all part of life. It's part of this process.
You have to pay the price.
Always. And there's an easy way and a hard way to do everything. right? But it's the most important thing is that you're putting in the work. You are working, and that your work is going towards that direction that you picked. Don't let other people pick for you. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you'll look back and say, "This isn't where I wanted to be." You reach the top of the mountain, and then, you know, you wanted to go to the other one. Actually,
That's so scary.
it's okay. It's just a risk that you take. And still, the view from the top is always better than that bottom.
Right.
You may as
And
well
now
climb
you
some
learn how to
mountains.
climb a mountain.
Exactly.
You can do it again.
Then you choose the next one. Next time you choose. You say, okay, you know what? This one turned out to be a pretty big waste of time. There wasn't anything too interesting up here, but at least I gained the experience. And that's that positivity in looking back. You try to find the good out of the experience
Right.
and distill the lessons so that you don't make the same mistakes in the future.
I think the most important thing is to make sure that you like yourself. You're your own friend.
Yeah. You have to be your best friend, but also your own harshest critic. I feel. Because most of the rest of the world, even if you ask them, hey, where are my blind spots? They say, no, you're fine. You're wonderful. You're perfect.
They're not your friends.
They don't know any better.
They just want to be nice.
Yeah, because nice is good, right? I had somebody say in the server I was in, I was saying, hey, I want this role. Give me this role. What's the requirement to have this role? I asked. And they say, oh, okay, you need this. And I said, well, there's a reason why I don't have that. And they say, well, okay. And then they start making fun of me. And I also kind of fire back a little bit. And then I also ignore them. Just like, okay, whatever, dude. And then at the end, one of them says, you know, I'm looking through all these messages. If you were just a little nicer, maybe you would have gotten it. Fuck you. Fuck nice. Nice is what you do if you have nothing that you stand for. If you don't actually know yourself, then you just play nice. You keep a low profile. But more and more so, I'm getting loud. I'm getting loud and angry and using it to carry myself forward. A lot of things I'm angry about.
Well, you shouldn't let the resentment guide you.
No, it's not
I
the
think
resentment.
that's what is happening to Rick. Like he has so much resentment from childhood
Oh, I know.
that
I
it
know.
destroyed him.
I know. He's still like hiding from a lot of things.
Yeah,
I know.
and he's letting it destroy everything around him.
Yeah, even really beautiful things.
I
And
was
it's
so
dreaded.
naive to think that I can change people, I can save
come
people,
on.
and now
This
I
is
think,
like every young woman goes through this.
oh,
you're
it's
fine.
such a mistake.
You're fine.
Yeah,
You're fine. Don't even worry about it. It's
but
up to
I was
individuals.
old enough not to be that naive. I don't know. I was so naive.
It's okay. You live and you learn, right? You have to be gentle with yourself too.
But you have to be wise. Like,
Yes.
I had this delusion that I'm a wise person, and when I say like people around me like look up to me,
Yeah.
that's kind of why I'm hiding, because I'm not that wise and I don't want them to follow my path.
There's so much. I have a couple of things I'll share with you. Like a couple of good resources I think that you'll quite enjoy. I won't waste too much of your time just talking through it. It's better that you read it and you take it in your own time.
Yeah,
You know?
I should read a lot. I used to read a lot,
Oh, yeah.
psychology and stuff,
Yeah.
but I had to halt everything to do my education and dissertation, be a robot, and now I'm bouncing back. If I
okay.
just have a job, I think my life would be more stable. I have more options.
Yeah, you want to generate yourself options. I'm with you there. But the job, let's face it, what you're really after is money.
Yes, exactly.
If you have the money you need to live, then you can create whatever you want to create in your time, right? And I was talking with Rick last night. We were walking, and I pointed out, hey, Shada has actually made and sold art, right? And that's something that a lot of young artists will never do. They'll never actually sell their art, right? That's powerful, right there. That you've done that says something about you, right? You recognize that there's value to your time, and that what you make is actually valuable to other people, the market. And you can tap into that. You don't need a job to create art,
Yeah,
right?
that would be my, I don't put all my eggs in one basket.
Of course.
I will have my art and teaching as a hobby. Like now I have a position for teaching science to students, and I want to, impact other people's lives, like young students, to make them motivated.
Yeah.
That's my passion, but I need a career too. I have at least 3 to start with.
Okay. So here's a crazy one, but why not try doing what I'm doing, which is just broadcasting. Like maybe as you broadcast and you talk with more people, because you will definitely attract people. Just by virtue of being a woman, a lot of young men on the internet will come to you.
Oh, that's prostitution.
No, it's not prostitution.
I
Okay?
tried it and it was so weird.
No.
like-
Before you get too deep in this, what
Yeah,
I
I
mean.
don't want to be judgmental, but I like these 2 or 3 people's conversation. I love talking to people.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be the one person talking and then saying, "Oh, you're beautiful," blah blah.
Yeah.
blah.
If they say like, "Oh, you're beautiful," or whatever, you can ignore them. You know, like try to engage with the real people. Myself, what I do with the broadcast, like right now, all day, I haven't looked at the chat once, right? Like there could be somebody there trying to vie for my attention, and I have no means of checking. Like I have means, they're in my pocket, but I'm talking with you, right?
But if you don't engage them, you're gonna lose them, right?
The ones that matter will stay. The ones that leave because you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me right now. You're not giving me your attention. Usually aren't worth it in the first place, right? Because a lot of people out there are just going to suck energy from you and they won't give you back anything. Instead, I would much rather, instead of like gambling with the unknown, like right now I have this real thing. I can form a real connection with a real person and you're sitting right there. So it would be disrespectful for me to just go and like look at my phone and just start sharing stories of my life. Because like, what's the point? It'd be stupid.
I mean, I don't know. Some people are just unhappy with everything.
Yeah.
So they think maybe the person over there is, more intelligent or nicer, or the house over there is
The
more
grass is always
beautiful.
greener on the other side.
Yeah, and they lose the real thing.
Yeah.
I'm so into real people. Like with my friends in Oklahoma. Like if my cell phone rings, I would never answer it if I have a friend around, because I always say, hey, you're the real person, and I don't think it's emergency, so I will call that person later. But many people say no, they hold the conversation and talk to that person.
Yeah, I try not to do that even if like I'm with service people, because like you have to. It's you give respect, you receive respect in turn. By being present, you'll gain a lot more. You'll experience life more fully.
Like I saw that in when we went to museum, Rick was not even looking around. He was just on his cell phone. And yesterday in the bed, I saw that he is texting to a girl, and she sent her picture to him. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why do you think she's more important? You're traveling somewhere with your wife. Like, at least couldn't you respect that?
Okay, I'll share some things that he told me. He told me that he loves you, but he's also scared that he can't do better than you. Like, that you're the best thing that's come in his life so far, okay? Which is a pretty powerful position, right?
How much is truth?
You're special. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a unique human being.
Why would a man kill that?
Why would a man do
Why
what?
would you destroy it?
Because people have this self-destructive urge.
But can't we think about it like
A lot of people aren't
destroying
rational.
something?
A lot of people aren't rational. We make a lot of decisions that are guided by emotions.
But I tried to tell him several times, like so
He
many
needs to
times.
learn the lesson by himself. You can't drill this into somebody else's head. Until
You
they
can't
get it, they don't
destroy
get it.
someone else's life just
That's
because
why you have to
you're
live
so
primarily
blind.
for yourself, right? An ideal partnership or ideal friendship is formed between two people who have their own shit together, and they gain nothing except for the pleasure of spending time in each other's company. If you have that, then you have a good relationship, something that's worth holding on to. You should cherish this, right? And sometimes, like, hey, sometimes a relationship is just a relationship out of convenience, right?
Yeah.
So you acknowledge it for what it is, and don't be hard on yourself. It's nothing fundamentally wrong with you.
It's just, I have never been so disrespected.
Yeah, but
And
yet
I have
you.
never been with someone so willing to destroy everything.
Yeah, because it's like,
And he does it on purpose. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
so-
he does it on purpose.
look, you can ignore it for so long, But like he shared some thoughts too, right? And I think that eventually, coming here soon, you guys will have a real heart to heart, and I think it's important. Like, I know he wants to talk a little deeper, but I think the way he's gonna approach it is gonna be from a perspective of, look, this isn't gonna work right away. Even though I try to advise him, like, hey, instead of that, you recognize Shade is a very intelligent young woman. Present this as a problem. Try to solicit her engagement. Get her engagement to solve this problem together, and you could have something really powerful.
And he has never talked about it.
It'll come up. It'll come up. But how he chooses to broach it is up to him.
Problem?
What do you think it is? You know him pretty well, don't you? Because how long have you known him now?
No, he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk about real stuff. He's like, he likes to talk goofy.
Yeah, he likes to be fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least he could write it, you know. I'm so willing to engage and share, but he's just so close. Like, if you are eating here, he would have this YouTube again. Like, I can see that he skips talking to me, but I don't know why.
And that's why you also pull your phone. I do that too with people.
Yeah, I do that, but that's like avoiding something.
Yeah, but it's okay. On the one hand, it's avoiding something, but you can't push something before it's time, right? Be patient. Be patient, but focus on your own needs.
Yeah, that's why I want my job. You know, that's gonna give me so much options.
A job is part of it. Again, my suggestion,
I mean, financial independence. Yeah.
You can make it as an artist, I believe. Okay, because you've already sold art. Other people they have demand for what you produce. You can actually do well enough independently. And that gives you more power. It gives you a lot more control. The world that we live in now is very different from the world that our parents grew up in. It's always changing.
Right.
So embrace this change. Don't be afraid of it. But figure out what about now, here and now is good. Use that to your advantage. The stuff that you don't like, don't participate in. You know certain things aren't good for you. Keep away from them.
I kind of had to. Like, I was in a position that, you know, it was a survival mode.
Of course. It's understandable. I know. He knows too. There was this girl I was dating. Like, the last girl I dated. This Thai girl. And I put her through hell. I was really, really bad to her. You know, and then like just young and dumb. And I remember when she left, she would say, like, she told me, like, I've never given so much of myself to somebody else and like felt this hurt by another person before.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's my situation.
And it really hurt me. Like, I realized, shit, I destroyed something really good.
At least you know it. You know, he doesn't know it. He doesn't care.
You can't force that yet. You can't force it. He has to come to this conclusion.
If you don't have empathy, you're not gonna have empathy ever.
Okay.
If you're this selfish jackass,
yeah,
it's not gonna change you ever.
Maybe not. Maybe you're right.
Trump, how old is he?
You're right. He's not young. He wasn't born yesterday. He's got what, like 2 years on me.
Empathy,
you guys are about the same age.
It's such an asset, you know.
It is.
And I have it so great that I devote myself to save other people's lives.
Sure. A lot of young women are like this, you know, because
I'm not young, like, I'm mature, like, I don't know what happened.
How many relationships have you been in? How many boyfriends have you had?
This is the longest.
Okay, but how many have you had before this?
I've dated a lot in Turkey.
Like, so, like, a lot meaning what? Because a lot to you could be very little to me, or could be a lot.
Look, I started very late because in Iran I didn't even date.
Sure.
Because I had this goal and I didn't want anything to be in this way.
Yeah, but I mean, how many like guys have you dated? How many have you gone out with and just talked to, gotten to really know? You know, as a boyfriend,
40.
girlfriend type thing.
40 dates, not boyfriend.
40?
Uh-huh.
Maybe 40? Okay, it's not bad. Alright, so you've met a number of people. How many actual relationships have you entered with?
Because I was always traveling, I would say 3 or 4.
Okay, that's not a lot. So when I say like you're young, I mean it. You know, there's some
I'm
American girls
serious.
who like sleep with 3 or 4 guys in a week. You know, that give something very real of themselves each time, but for them it's just like, oh yeah, I was drunk. I'm gonna, you know, whatever. It happened.
Yeah.
We live in this hookup culture.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't think about these cultural differences, but he tried a lot. Like when I tried to break up several times 2-3 years ago, and he would come to my house and begging me, please, just sit in my car for 5 minutes, just that. And he lived in another city, so he would drive 1 hour, and when I was there, he would just cry his balls out and.
He said it, that you're the best thing that's happened to him. But at the same time, like, if he's not ready, he's not ready, right?
Yeah, he's not ready
For
to
you,
meet.
for you, it's okay to keep a foot somewhere else. You have to stay focused on your own pursuit of life, because this is your one shot at it. As far as we know, this is it. So you have to make it the best that you can, right? And if you feel like, okay, look, I have to be inside of this relationship, okay, stay there, right? But eventually things may change. There may be an opportunity.
Yeah,
Don't force
I mean,
things.
I mean, definitely, because I've never been so disrespected as a
Mhm.
woman. I just told him, okay, just for 1 year, can you do it? And he said no.
That's his choice. You can't force him.
Yeah, but he had to share it with me. The moments that he would come crying at my door,
Right.
he could have told me that's what he wants.
Yep. That's the fair thing to
He
do.
told me a lie, like he told me so many lies. I didn't know about his addiction before,
Hmm.
up until like 2 years after we were together.
Right. Yeah. He shared this too. You know, for you, it's been a real learning experience. Like I've known for a long time, right? And I've talked with him about it. I also participated in it with him, but for me, I no longer consume like that. For
But
me,
you
it's
know,
not like this.
How do you live with your enemy? It's not enemy. I know he has a good heart and he supports me.
You encourage the things you want to see more of. It's like training a dog. Okay, men are dogs. Remember,
He's so resentful and
men are
rebellious.
dogs. You believe this? We're dogs. We're just a little more complicated than the dog. Just a little bit more. Not too much more complicated. So maybe get a dog.
He doesn't let me. I would really like to fill out the void for 1 year with the dog.
Yeah. Look, I want him to have puppies. Okay, he's 8. He still has his balls. So we're gonna get some puppies out of him.
Oh my god, I would buy it definitely.
Not for sale.
He's
I want to
such a
give
good boy.
the puppies as gifts
Oh.
to friends and family, only to loving families,
Maybe
loving homes.
Put me in the list.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to be on that list, you're on the list. Okay. My goal is to have an oversubscribed list. I'm assuming that in a litter there may be 3 to 5 puppies in a litter.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I have at least 5, 6 people, 7 people ready anytime that there's a puppy.
How long does it take?
I don't know.
Pregnancy?
I don't know. That's none of
I've
my
never
business.
looked actually. Is it 13 months? Or?
I don't know. But we'll find him a nice little lady friend, and they'll smell each other out, and then they'll do their thing. And sometime later there'll be puppies. Paul, you want to drink water?
He's the best boy I've seen, to be honest.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very fortunate. I'm very fortunate to have him in my life.
So, as a friend, can you give me one tip
Sure.
that how can I improve without this for 1 year?
Improve
What
this
can
for
I
a year?
do?
Do you have your own room?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, use your room. Use your space. Take time to yourself.
So am I too needy?
I don't know if you're too needy. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
what's your perspective? Like, what am I doing that is annoying?
Again,
Is it
it's
my
probably nothing
expectations?
about you. It's probably nothing
No,
about you.
what can I do to improve it for short term?
For the short term, your relationship, what do you want out of it? What's the goal? Right? If it's like out of convenience, then don't even worry about it. Right? If there's something more that you want, then you need to be clear. You need to know what your goal is.
I mean, I was open to it, but you can't force anybody.
No, you can't. You're right. You can't force people.
Yeah, if somebody's not ready, he's not ready.
Exactly. So, what do you want?
I want to have a family.
Okay.
Like my parents are far away, and
Yeah.
I want a support group. I want to
course.
love and be loved back.
Of course.
That's all I want. I don't care about money. I don't care about titles, education.
Sure.
I
You
mean,
just
I should care, but
Here, you go inside, Paul. Come on. Psst, leave it. Leave it. Don't worry about what you should and shouldn't do. Just ask him.
I just
go
want
inside.
some tips, you know,
Go inside.
because I don't know if I'm controlling or demanding. I'm a very independent person, but you know, sometimes you don't see yourself. You need another
Okay.
perspective.
You're a young woman, but you're getting a little older. You want to have kids because you know you can't make kids whenever, right? So the sooner, maybe the better. But also, it's a smart.
I've never imposed it. Never.
It would
ever.
be smart to have enough stability in your life to know that you could comfortably have children, because you know the saying, it's always, it takes a village to raise a child, right? So you do need a good support network, because as you said, your family is very far away. So it would help you to establish good, strong connections where you are. Everywhere you go, you're making friends, which is good. Like, I believe you give yourself this year and you go make some friends. By the end of it, you'll see if you're actually in the position where you can comfortably go and have a family, right? But at the same time, okay, you want to have a family. You want to have Rick's kids? You want to have Rick's kids?
I don't think he's gonna be a good dad.
Not yet. Not yet.
He can't be a role model to a child.
Not yet.
I can't tell my kid not to, you know, not to do certain things because I say, hey, he's doing it.
Yeah, but I feel also that, like, try to restrict the freedom of children too much. They're still gonna do what they want, except they just won't let you know about it. You want to be in a position where they're comfortable sharing with you everything. You don't want them to ever have to, like, feel like they're obligated to tell a lie, because once that starts, it goes downhill. There's a lack of trust, right? Like, one of the biggest things I've learned in my years of dealing with the dog is that I shouldn't hit him. Like, I feel really bad for ever hitting him. You know, if I had another dog, I would not hit him. At most, I would just, like, bat him around a little bit, like push him back, you know? Like, this is not appropriate, but I would never strike him. I've struck him before. You know, and what happens is that you strike the dog, every single time that your hand looms over his head, his first reaction is to put his ears back. He doesn't know if you're going to hit him. He's scared. He's got that little fear. You know, and that's it can be ruinous.
My mom made that mistake too. And you never forget it.
No, you don't. You don't
Yeah,
forget.
that's the thing about kids. You think that they won't remember, but they remember
No, yeah, they do.
all details, and it's so scary.
By the time they're like 5 years old, they're going to remember.
No, even earlier.
What, like 3?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe 3.
It depends on their IQ level,
Yeah.
but I think if you behave right and let them know that you are not perfect, they just respect that. It took my dad like 50 years
Yeah.
to get to know that he's not perfect.
Yeah. You don't have to pretend.
Have you ever had a parent apologize you?
Of course. But it's more my father. My mother is, in some respects, less mature. You know, like, maybe she as a woman matured earlier, but she has a lot of self-limiting beliefs and a bit of this fixed mindset, right? And so I also know, like, certain things just to keep my distance, right? Like, I have my misgivings with my parents, but at the same time, I love them, you know?
Right.
And sometimes that means I need to spend some time away from him. I think he's back. Let me go check. Yep. Let me go get the door.
Hey, what's up, Shayda? I brought us some snacks to eat. Some food. Some smoothie. Did you already eat breakfast?
Coffee.
Huh? Coffee? Cool.
Oh, come here.
Look at this. Look how big these are.
Wow.
Huge, right? Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Gracias, señor. Here.
So on my way over here, I heard a badass song on the radio.
What was it?
It was. Have you heard that song? Proud Mary, rolling on the river.
Yeah.
Have you heard it? All right, I'm gonna play it for you. So there was a Mexican band that did like a cover of it.
Look at the moon.
Where?
Oh yeah, it's there. That's cool.
Oh, that's weird.
I wonder if I can find a good spot for this. Let me just cam up the entire place because now there are 3 of us. And then there were 3.
So are you on Twitch or everything?
Everywhere. Everywhere all the time.
You're famous.
I am not famous. I'm a nobody. Nobody knows me.
Yet.
And that's the
Not yet.
that's the wonderful thing is like because nobody knows me, I can do whatever I want. And even after people know me, I'm still gonna do whatever I want.
You're not gonna care.
I don't
Where'd
care.
you get this one? Twitch?
It's cool, huh? I got it from a meetup. a broadcaster
You
meetup.
guys have meetup?
Yeah, so like I try to.
What does it say?
I want more people to hang out, you know, and just like get together,
Play
conversate.
cards. Play
I
cards.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
instead, a lot of these guys are just like they're just happy playing their video games at home. They don't want to leave. They don't want to do shit.
Loser.
I understand them.
Yeah.
I can understand them. Like sometimes you just get really into it.
Hey, oh, can you not play this? I'm sorry, because it will fuck up my content. I know it's a good song.
Oh.
It's a real good song. CCR, yeah.
Yeah. Want some orange? Vitamin C. You want to go to the aquarium today?
No, I'm good.
Dang, it's nice weather. Hey Alex, there's a deck of cards right there on the table. Will you grab it?
This fucking CCR is awesome.
Yeah.
Had I known
So-
that you were trying to pick up cards, I would have told you not to. 'Cause
Oh.
I haven't done it, you know.
It's all right, dude. I got the receipt. I can return them.
If you want to return them, let's not open them.
Okay.
Instead, we'll take one of my decks.
All right. When I went to ask for the store to the guy, I was like, "Hey, do you guys have a deck of cards?"
Deck of cards.
Yeah.
A deck?
You guys have a deck of cards?
You got some deck?
It was funny, but he was just like, "Oh, a deck of cards."
Oh, you mean deck?
Yeah.
No, I said deck, damn it. Did I stutter?
No, sir, a deck of cards.
I love that line. Bitch, did I stutter?
Did I Hey, bitch, did I stutter?
Have you seen the navigation?
Oh, that joke, that
Navigation.
Turn. Reroute. You turn.
He's so funny. Should have his own YouTube channel.
He should. That guy was hilarious.
Oh, it's so fucking great out here.
Yeah.
I don't think any one of these cats is interested in kicking it. And I just like it makes me sad.
What do you mean? Those guys?
These other broadcasters and shit locally, like fuck them though. Yo, I'm just trying to get people together.
Probably they'd be down
Have
for a
fun.
LAN. Hey, they'd be down for a LAN party.
Fuck that, dude. I don't want a whole bunch of gamers just like sitting around playing here. It's boring. It's boring as fuck to me. Like I'm done with that. I'd rather have creatives, like people who can jam on the piano, like jam alongside Joe Ben, because he's fucking good.
Really?
Joe Ben's good, dude. I mean,
Damn.
yo, he was locked up for a while.
He was too.
Yeah, he was in on it.
Is he at work right now or what?
He's just volunteering. He's volunteering with these kids at the rink, like you know, mentally handicapped kids
Oh really?
at the rink. I didn't know he was doing that.
At the rink? What do you mean? At the
Ice
skate
skating
rink? Damn, nice.
Yeah, he goes down to the rink.
At the mall?
I don't know if it's at the mall. I mean, we could head out there too if you wanted to. But like he's that's what he does, you know.
So but why?
Weekends, he
Is
just-
there a requirement for him for his thing?
No, it's because he wants to.
Mm.
It's not.
So,
it's not
hey,
required.
so he did a little bit of time?
A little bit. He was there for years.
Hey man, you're not worried that the wind might catch that phone and knock it over?
It's been knocked over so many times.
And is it
Not
resilient?
today.
Is it
Not
resilient
today.
enough to survive that?
It's
Yeah.
an iPhone, you should be careful.
It is.
Ha ha ha.
It is. I dropped it from like this high, face down on the floor, in the kitchen
Uh-huh.
the other day, and it got a little crack on the. Like, do you see this tiny crack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
How come you don't put a case? A
This is
protective.
for pussies.
Alright.
Thank you.
That's why. I mean, no. The reason why. Is because if I put a case, then I can't put that lens,
Oh, I see.
and then it's no good, you know.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep it just case free. Just gotta get good at not dropping my phone.
All right.
Here, bring him over. Bring him over, one at a time.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
All right.
There.
Stout pours, man. Stout, heavy pours. Up high, please. Up high. Heavy pours
Thanks.
today. Heavy
Oh
pours.
my God.
We're going in. Thank you, sir. Yeah, and I'll throw this one into the fridge so it doesn't kill all the ice. And I left this thing out today.
Mm-hmm. What's he smoking? Tobacco? Do they smoke tobacco over there in Iran? With hookahs? Whoa. Do they mix it with something? Like honey?
Like fruits.
Fruits? Like they take an orange and like squish it up and then mix it?
No, I don't know how to make it. I think that's stuff.
Hey Alex, what's that thing over there?
What's what thing?
That black thing.
That black thing.
Is it a cooker?
It's for compost. We make compost for the plants.
Oh, so I know. I see you got all the gadgets. I bet you probably have a blender.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I have a blender.
I knew it.
I brought an immersion blender and I got a proper, like, the regular one.
Immersion blender. What do you mean?
The wand you stick in shit for, like, making soups.
Oh, to
yeah,
stir it?
Yeah. No, for blending. It's a wand. You dip it in and you can just fuck stuff
Oh,
up.
it's mechanically powered to spin.
It's electric.
Oh, damn.
It's electric.
Salam, pretty.
Salam alaikum.
Salam, yeah.
Beautiful. Salam.
Ubi.
Nah, for
So you hit the gym? How was the facility, man?
It's very nice.
What do you expect? It's good. Yo, I'm hoping somebody can hook us up. Fuck.
Christian said he was gonna try.
He's gonna try?
He said he's got
to connect.
He said he's got a guy.
He's got a plug. What the fuck? What the fuck? Christian. All grown up.
Yeah. Hey, so if I play music, it's gonna sound like distorted in your.
It's not
thing,
even
right?
gonna sound distorted. I just don't want you to do
It's
it.
gonna sound like shit.
It's gonna kill my ability to play this back on YouTube.
Oh.
And that's why I don't want you to do it.
All right.
Yeah. Like, I love music as much as
Yeah.
the next guy, man. Trust me. But like, if we turn this shit off, then we can play it loud tonight, for example.
All right.
You know, before we head out, we can just we can pregame a bit. Yeah. I mean, I hate to be a party pooper, but I'm gonna be a party pooper on this one.
All right.
Just because it's broad daylight and we're drinking, and you know, a little bit of still air. Never hurt
What's
anybody.
that thing right there? A charger?
It's a battery. It's a battery pack. Otherwise, this thing will die fast. Like, it burns up. You know, there. Oh my god, it's so
That's what
funny.
I'm saying, dude. It's right on the corner.
Fuck, bro. Yeah, but I gave it enough space. It'll tilt around the place. Here, let me do this. Let me shim it. That way it doesn't. Actually, let me not even.
Maybe you should get like a stand. You know, like a tripod with a.
Nah, that's fine. Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. This way it's a little safer. And let me recompose the shot a bit. As a photog, I gotta consider what my scene is composed of. Nah, it's fine like this. Bog it, it's fine.
I'm gonna give Christian a call. See if he's awake.
Yeah. Yo, he was insomniac for a while.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's rough.
He was telling me like, yeah, just like I just pass out. That's it.
In the middle of the day?
Just like he had the weirdest fucking sleep schedule, and I told him, man, like, hey, do you have an evening routine? Like, nope. Go fucking make one. He did it. And he's like, next time I talk to him 2 weeks later, he's like, yeah, thank you for the advice. It's been working so well. Like, dude.
It's like you know, you maybe like drink some of that relaxing tea, play like some wind down music, like that, like the Zen meditation music.
Dude.
Maybe. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Happy Saturday.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Hey, Christian.
Did you get some good sleep last night?
Yeah.
Decent. Your girls didn't keep you up? Your girl didn't keep you up?
More, daddy.
Hey, man. So we're just hanging out, dude. Today. What are you doing? Did you happen to find anything? Okay, that'd be cool, man. So yeah, dude. You know, we're just gonna be hanging out here. We're gonna order like some pizza or wings or Popeyes or what do you vote? What's your vote for dinner tonight?
There you go.
Pizza and wings from Pizza Hut? Yeah, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
let's go pick up a fucking pack. Have Christian bring over like a bag of frozen wings, and we'll do them in the oven.
Hey, what about this idea? Maybe you could pick up like a pack of frozen wings, and we could prepare them here. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
this shit. It's not a hotel. It's a house.
How many? Like
Just get like a fucking 5-pound bag.
Like a
We're gonna
5 pound.
chow. We're gonna chow.
Like 200. Like a 5-pound bag, 3-pound bag, something along those lines.
Yeah,
4,
get the
5?
family size.
Family
It's
size.
family style, bro.
Yeah. Cool, man. Sweet. And then right now we're drinking. I don't know what we're getting.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna be hanging out, chilling out, drinking, playing cards, fucking around, and then the nightclub later. So give us a shout later on, dude. If you want to come by a little bit early, like 5 or 6 or 7, whatever, dude.
Just whenever. Whenever's clever, man.
Cool, man.
We're here.
Cool. We'll see you.
We're out here, fucking enjoying this beautiful day. Holy fuck! Would you believe it?
It's great, man. I can't believe it's January.
Yo,
12th.
Like summers down here winters down here are awesome.
It's
The
fucking-
summers are fucking awful though.
Yeah.
Like I want to go like hit up Alaska for a summer and see what it's like up there. Oh, like
Fucking-
70 degrees,
What?
80, 70,
Really?
80 degrees up
Really?
there. And just like beautiful natural scenery.
What if you
Fuck
went to
yeah.
like a creek? You know how the bears? What do the bears do? They they see
Yeah,
where
yeah,
the
they
salmon.
get salmon. They get the salmon, right? So get this. I was walking around town in Colombia, and guy sitting outside of a cafe having a smoke. It's like 30 degrees out. So I asked to bum a smoke off of him and then get to talking. And he's a retired trucker. But he bought 10 acres of land up in Alaska, and he's got like 5 kids. He parceled out 2 acres to each of them, had them go up there and build cabins. And then every single year from there he can eat like elk and bear and salmon. He gets those fresh
From the
wild
fucking
caught
water.
shit. Yeah.
Damn.
Like feasting like a king, just living off the land, Like that's the way to do it. So I want to go in on things
bro.
like this with friends, just to have like retreats. So that, hey, okay, you need to take this place. It's like a timeshare, but everybody pays in, and we actually own equity in this thing. It's not just like managed by some company. Instead, we get a guy that we trust to hold it down, and then like, okay, if we need to roll in there, he can either be the manservant, or he can just we just get him into a hotel for a bit. Hey, stay with a friend for a bit. We need the whole place. Things like that, and good destinations around the world, and with the seasons, keep on moving. Always moving with the seasons, because that's how we were meant to be. People used to roam, right? Think of like ancestors, the fucking Mayans, Aztecs. What did they do?
They expanded out and conquered out.
Yeah, because they just roll around. Like, okay, hey, right now this place is no
And
good for planting.
then they went back to a hub.
Yeah, you have to have your hub. So for me, it's Houston, because Houston you can get out to the world, non-stop flights to like Amsterdam,
Oh
London.
shit, that's right.
Yeah. You can go pretty much anywhere from here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard, dude? Allegiant Air, that new air company.
I don't even know it, man.
Allegiant
What
Air.
about 'em?
They're like new, and
Yeah.
they have cheap flights
Right.
to certain cities within the U.S.
Yeah.
So like from here we could go to like Denver, California,
Yeah, Denver's cheap, dude.
for cheap, dude.
Denver's so cheap.
Yeah.
Like just like $100 you can go anywhere in America on a budget carrier, And just like you don't even need to pack clothes. Just take whatever's on your body, a little backpack, and when you hit the spot, just like go shopping. Go buy some shit so you're set.
Dollar General, buy some cheap stuff.
Yeah, I mean whatever you want, whatever you got the funds for,
Yeah.
But like just be mobile. Just be mobile. Like why tie yourself down to a spot if it's a shit spot? Right? Go where the climate suits you.
Mhm.
That's how I'd like to operate anyways. Goals,
Climate
man.
change is gonna follow you.
Yeah, of course. But then, if it gets to be summer over here, you can go down to Australia. Boom, it's winter.
Yeah.
What do you know? But you have to have the resources in order to pull it off.
All right.
Yeah. So, hey, look, do you want to be my guinea pigs? I want to consult on credit and shit and get you guys, rolling in miles. Because I want to
Oh my
roll in
god,
miles, too.
I have to go this summer. I wanna go to Turkey.
What do you mean What do you mean guinea pig roll on miles?
Let me sit down and consult with you on the shit. And I'll help you.
Let's
I'll help you
take
strat.
notes and write down.
No need.
We're sitting down right now.
No need.
Well, you can share that
Okay,
to
so
us.
you got Credit Karma, yeah? You on it? Get on it.
Oh, for free credit scores?
Yeah, and all of your total credit report.
Get on that.
Mine is not bad. Okay.
You guys can help each other out on this, and then together, like, you have your separate accounts, right? You'll have your accounts, Shada. Rick, you have your accounts, and you just use them when you want, when you need it. Go as you please.
To buy gift cards, like how you did.
No. That stuff is easy. I'll walk you through all of that.
Yeah.
Shit. Right. I can even help.
But we can do that first.
No, that doesn't come first.
Oh.
First is getting the right products.
Oh.
You want the right portfolio. After you got the portfolio, you gotta milk it. And as you milk it, it's all about the signups, man. The sign-up bonuses are fat, like $500 valuations on signups.
Right.
So all you need is decent enough credit to get those cards, and boom, the world's your oyster. This is the beauty of being in America. It's the easiest place in the world to make it.
But you open up all those accounts and you keep them open, right?
Yeah, you keep them open until they start hitting you with the annual fees, and you call and say like, "Hey, I'm thinking about canceling," and they'll either give you the next year's annual fee, at which point you can decide to keep it, or if you don't want it, just like, all right, thank you for the credit, but I'm still going to close it. It's up to you how you want to play it. You know, like, I'm not going to make the phone calls for you, but I'll walk you through the rest of it, the logistics. And help you build out the ideal portfolio for your needs. Like me, I'm going to be doing United transferable points because this is a United hub.
Oh.
I want the United Club card so I can always hit the lounge.
United, you mean?
United Airlines.
Untied.
Yeah, that's easy money.
It is. And like, I want all my friends to have easy money, you know, and then whatever you do on top of that is up to you. But I'm about the low-hanging fruit too, because I'm a hungry guy. I gotta eat.
I love passive income. That's my
Me too.
future.
Me too. I want to be able to just like kick back any day of the week and just get blitzed whenever I feel like it and laugh at all the suckers that are showing up to work, the fucking 9 to 5s.
I think the best is real estate.
Real estate is good, but diversification is good. Warren Buffett owns very little real estate, but he's super wealthy.
He got his fingers all over the place, right?
He does. He's a market maker, man. When that guy moves, everybody follows.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Dang. Listen to that music, man. Listen to that bass. Somebody's partying.
Reggae. Yeah.
I think the neighbors over here are Mexican guys, right? Across?
No. It's like black. Black family. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like over here?
Yeah, sure as hell.
They were playing Mexican music last night, loudest.
It's probably those guys.
So what is forbidden for black people to listen to?
I mean, it's uncommon for like
We are in
black people,
Houston.
for black people to be listening to like Mexican music that's in Spanish.
Yeah.
What percent is Hispanics here?
A lot, because we're right next door to Mexico.
40,
you know?
50?
No, in Houston. Like
Probably
60?
I don't think it's that high.
30.
No, it's such a blend, dude. It's such a blend.
But there's
like,
also second generation, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh generation.
people
eighth.
like you
They
and
are
me, man.
considered Hispanic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, of course, like once Hispanic, always Hispanic. But what happens if you have like Hispanic mixing with Chinese? Then what are the kids?
Oh.
What's
Yeah,
that?
Both. It's considered both, I
We
guess.
call that disaster.
Have these ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I think being second generation is hard.
Just being is hard.
But
If
it's,
you
you know,
complicate it-
harder.
If you complicate it, being is hard.
You have to find your identity and
Oh yeah, you have to find your identity.
like you're
Nobody's
neither
gonna-
Hispanic nor American.
Oh yeah. Yo, I went down to I was down in Bentonville, Arkansas, and they have this museum there. Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. They had this amazing Native American art exhibit. I gotta show you some pictures from that, man.
Native
Like,
American?
Native Americans.
Where
you know?
was it, you said?
Bentonville, Arkansas.
The Walmart hub.
Yeah, Walmart hub. Walton.
It
Country.
used to be like an itty bitty town. That's where Sam Walton is from.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he started doing his empire. He blew up with Walmart.
Oh yeah.
And then at some point early on, he decided, hey, I'm gonna make my home office in Bentonville, Arkansas. And he had a requirement for his store. Any business that wanted to like sell to him, any provider, supplier that wanted to sell anything in his store in any location had to have an office in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Yeah.
That's the only way he would do business with them.
Gotta
So
be
what did that
neighbors.
do? That like spurred up, that like made the city grow and become prosperous.
Yeah. You know where he went to school?
Where?
Mizzou.
Oh really?
And where I'm going to school. So
Wow.
like, there's some super wealthy alums that came out of my university.
Wow.
This little college town that's like, it's the size of Tulsa, but they've got some nationwide businesses.
Damn.
You know, Tulsa's got some too, but Tulsa is an old oil and gas town. And as the capital moved to Houston, and now like we're Dubai, fucking wherever it is, like Tulsa has lost some of its luster.
For sure.
And that's why it's offering, you know, like the $10,000 thing to move over there. You see
What do
that?
you mean?
If you're a remote worker, the city of Tulsa will give you $10,000 in grant money to move to Tulsa. You have
Is
to
it
apply.
real? I thought.
If you're a
real.
remote worker,
Remote
like
worker.
a remote telemarketer, kinda,
Remote worker.
or for anything.
Remote worker. They're looking, I think, primarily for like, yeah, as long as it's like a digital type of job. If you could be a digital nomad, you can move to Tulsa and get 10 grand.
How
Damn.
long do you have to stay?
Across a year. A portion of it, like 5K, I think, is just paid up front, and the rest comes as credits across
Over
a year.
time.
Yeah, so you only have to stay there for a year and you get 10K richer.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and Tulsa's a good town too.
Tulsa's
man.
cheap. The expense of living there is cheap.
Yeah,
So
it's
that
cheap,
10K
it's got
will
everything.
carry you a good way.
Yeah, dude, I love Tulsa. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a good place. It's a good place. It's a little backward in a sense, but it's also just like very quintessentially American. You know?
Yeah, bro, and you don't have to wait in traffic for an hour and a half.
No, you don't. Fucking Houston traffic. It's like I don't want to go anywhere in the city unless it's like 2 a.m. Then alright, the streets are mine. You know, my world.
Right.
The rest of it, fuck rush hour traffic over here. Stupid.
Damn.
This is good.
Istanbul is the same, but you have 5 different ways of getting from A to B.
Yeah. You have to know them all.
So it's not a grid over there?
Huh?
Old
Is
city,
it a
man.
grid? It's an old city, so it's like the roads are like this and like this and like this.
Yeah, just US is so, straight.
Yeah.
I was so shocked when I came here.
Yeah.
You should see what New England is like. Like you go up to the northeast in the United States, and you'll see it's also very. It's like they build into the land, not shape the land to be like how they want it. It's not straight lines. Tulsa's a
grid.
Grid all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the old cities.
They would
where-
like go around mounds.
Yeah, and you got forests still and just.
As
hardly
north of
working.
Iran, it's the same. We have this road that is very popular to get to north to jungles, and it's like 3 big rounds, and it's so dangerous. And then you have to go through a mountain, through a tunnel.
Wow. That's cool.
Oh my god, and it's so beautiful. It's just inside the jungle.
Yeah.
And they sell honey. Like,
Oh yeah. Wow. Natural honey.
Yeah.
Natural honey, man.
And then you have different tastes of honey because like they're like beekeeping in a rose garden. So it's like pink honey tasting like rose.
Wow.
Ambrosia. Wow. Ambrosia, man. Fucking corporate America. Oh shit. Might be fan inside this thing. I'm not sure. Blah blah blah.
This
I'm
is
gonna
a
go
cool
grab
table.
an apple. Where'd you say your dick of cards was?
My dick. Oh, let me find my dick. Let me find my dick for you.
Alright.
Bring my dick out.
Yeah, get you an apple, man. Do you like this dog?
Hey, come here. Come here.
So if you had a dog like that one, that would be
Sit,
cool.
Sit.
What about the size of that dog?
Sit.
She's wonderful.
Yeah, I think you have to push his butt back down.
It's like they're lizards. I know they're lizards. It's
Does he
crazy.
hunt the lizards?
Yeah, I don't like him doing it though.
My mom was saying maybe there's a snake or something.
Yeah, that's lizards. You want ice?
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try not to get the water in there. Alright. Shada, ice?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, you got an offer.
Thank you.
Is that the same deck you had from like 10 years ago, dude?
Oh, I hate losing.
losing shit. I hate lose fashion.
How do you keep track of them though?
All my stuff. The important stuff I keep in one place, and the rest of it I just put into the closet. I just hide it, so I don't even have to think about it.
I forget about where I put things.
You need a place for everything, right? That's where it all starts.
But I just moved, so
Oh my god.
everything is in the parking.
Oh my god, how come this isn't charging? I need to bring out a charger. This isn't charging, it's dying. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry. I like having a house. It's a real asset. It's a
I
wonderful
like having several.
Yeah, well, we start with one, right?
No,
Start
you
with-
start with two and get the rent and pay the mortgage for
Yeah.
the other one.
So what you can do is you start right away. You get in the right market. Immediately, your first house you rent out, and then you also rent where you live.
Right. And then
That way, you're building equity inside of this property.
you buy the first in a college town, which you could rent each room separately.
Yep. Hopefully, this thing stays alive. I don't trust it to stay alive all day. I want to take my shirt off. It's too hot. This is stupid. It's stupidly hot. Oh my lord.
I love it. You need vitamin D.
Yeah.
It's free.
We'll be black by the time we're finished with the day. Anyways, the important conversations will come. You can't force anything. You know, it's all patience. Patience.
I don't like to be passive.
No,
you know?
that's why you
I
don't.
think we are humans. We can't control or.
Of course. But like, okay. This is a thing we talked about last night. Not you and me, but me with the PhD, neuroscience PhD. Expanding the locus of control. Believe that you have the ability to influence more, and lo and behold, it's true. It's kind of like The Secret. Of course, certain things you can't influence, like gravity, right?
And
These
other
are
people.
Other people you can influence. You can influence,
If
but
they-
you have to
if they're
figure out.
open.
You have to figure out how to influence each individual, because people respond to incentive.
Exactly.
It's all about incentive. You have a very powerful incentive as a woman.
Yeah.
You know.
And because I have empathy, so
Yes.
even if I'm fighting to somebody, I can definitely know where they're coming from.
Yes.
Except for certain people, I usually figure people out.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm flexible, because I know what they like, what they don't like.
Yeah.
I have very conservative friends, and we're very good friends. And they open their doors to me because I know what they expect, and I just do it.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you have me figured out?
I mean, some basics, yes.
Some basics.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Like, I know what not to do to make you uncomfortable. Some respect, you know, about not messing up with your home.
Yeah, but that's basic.
Yeah, that's basic. And the conversation level, what you're interested in.
What am I interested in?
I mean,
Are these the outside sandals right here?
No, those are my indoor ones. Just put on my shoes, man. You can use my shoes.
I think you can have different conversations with different people.
Of course.
Here you
That's
go.
flexibility for you, right? Hey, that's beautiful, man. Thank you. The cucumbers, got the apples. Fuck yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Dig in, babe.
Hey, look what we got. He loves apples.
The cucumber's a little bit bitter.
Even after he got rid of the skin, huh?
Supposed to be organic.
You got the good shit.
So when you look at a cucumber, what you want to look for is texture. Those little pimples.
Yeah.
Those little like bumps.
Yeah.
If you see a lot of bumps, it means it's very fresh.
Gotcha.
But if it's smooth,
Yeah.
then who knows how long it's been taken from the ground.
Dude, I kind of like pipes. They're so convenient.
What's that over there?
What? It's like a sensor, isn't it?
The plant?
No.
It's a sensor.
It's something for a plant to grow on.
What?
Wait, what are you talking about?
But there's a sensor right
that
there.
sensor and that whole thing. And there's a bottle there.
The bottle is my ashtray. It's where I put my butts.
Oh.
Yeah. And like I never empty it because I don't smoke that much. Like even though I've been smoking all day, I don't actually smoke that much.
Right.
True.
Actions back.
True. I mean, like I'm doing this because it's just like, hey, I rediscovered the joys of using this thing. This. I bought this for like $5 at a gas station.
You know, where?
Somewhere in Houston. Like I met up with this.
Don't you get that metal taste?
Barely, man. It's got a nice little layer formed inside, so it's already got
Tape
seasoned. It's seasoned.
And the water filters the taste out too a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, it helps a bit. Like, of course, glass for the win, and like wood too. For tobacco, definitely wood.
Oh.
You know, but like
Gandalf.
yeah. But like, I don't even want to be puffing on a pipe.
You don't ever go to like the video store and rent movies?
Who the fuck rents movies?
I do.
Where are the video stores?
I do.
Bro, go to your local library, rent movies for free.
Oh yeah.
You're paying taxes, you know?
Or just watch free. There's so
Yeah.
many websites.
Get on your Netflix, get on your Amazon Prime and shit. Like, who the fuck rents movies these
I
days?
do, bro. I do. There's a
Crazy.
certain pleasure of like having the CD in your hand.
Oh yeah, you can do that at the library too.
Yeah, but
You know?
they have a very small selection.
You can get them to buy the movies you want.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Use
like,
your library.
I want Predator.
Yeah.
I want Lord of the Rings.
If they don't have it, they'll get it from the other library in the county.
But they don't rent porn, so.
No, they don't rent porn, but who pays for porn anyways?
It's free.
Yeah, porn is free. You know, like, hey, I want to make porn.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I want to make porn. Dude, like, I love women. I want to make porn. I want other people to also, like, enjoy
You.
the shit I make.
Oh, cool.
You know? And, like, if you can
What if-
make porn and make money with it, like...
What if you were the creative director and like you picked out the angles, the
Fuck yeah,
lighting?
I did that. I like being
You did like a
cameraman.
split screen effect.
These days it's all 3D VR shit. POV, you just like, they have these robots that'll give you a blowjob. It's fucking crazy. It's like eventually a lot of young guys, they'll stop trying for women altogether, which is better for people like me. It's like,
It's better
okay.
for women too.
It is better for women too. It's just like, you don't even have to do anything. You just let the professionals handle it.
I just saw that there's this tech company that makes sex toys for women, and all the employees are women.
Whoa.
And in a fair, they didn't let them have their exhibit place.
I saw that. It was a CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. Dude, a lot of men they're bitches. Their moms were bitches, and they raised bitches.
Yeah.
I can't respect men like this. Like, come on. Of course, she should have pleasure too.
There are very few men that are respectable.
I agree. I've seen this like in bosses, other broadcasters, any industry you go into. Like, dude, I feel like most men are bitches. I don't know about you, but in my experience, like a lot of guys are just passive aggressive little pieces of shit.
He's one of them.
Oh my god, shots fired.
Okay.
You're talking to the CEO
Oh
of
lord.
JA.
Oh lord.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think it's the hormones, you know, when you are in mom's tongue, that hormone pops and messes with your brain.
It's about stress. Stress is the big killer.
It's not stress. You're not stressed when you're infant. It's just that hormone that
Estrogen?
messes with everything.
You mean estrogen?
You know what the
Estrogen is
biggest
for
stress,
women.
the stressor is for little
That's
babies?
testosterone.
For infants, what the biggest stressor is?
What?
If mom doesn't pay them attention.
Yes.
If she's too busy, she can't pay them attention, then they get stressed.
Right.
That's why it's important to have like You
That's
know.
why men have to protect women and women
Yup.
have to protect the kids
Yup.
in ideal life.
The traditional gender roles still have a place in society, even though Western society wants to say, hey, none of this is real. Like, it's all social constructs. Really?
The healthiest 2-year-olds in the world are the Africans because their mom carried them everywhere on their back.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Like, I take my little dog everywhere.
Mm.
He's my son.
Wow. Oh, there's berries in the bottom. They're a little bit hidden.
Hey Paul, come here,
What about his size?
come here.
Hey.
What do you think about his size? Is he too big?
What, the dog?
Like if you had a dog like that one, is it too big or is it perfect?
He's gonna give us his kiss.
Perfect. Perfect.
When is Paul gonna have kids?
Ready whenever, man. He's just ready and waiting.
Hook him up.
Like, he's ready.
Hook
He's
him up on
been
a
ready.
Hook him up on a date, bro.
He's been ready.
You need to get him a date.
Let me check out their pregnancy period.
Yeah. Gestation period. I hope the battery holds up. If it dies, it's like, rip. Too bad, I'll get another battery. Hey, look at this. I went down to the bank the other day. Because I need to move my chips around, right? Remember that one time I was buying a car? Okay. So I got this wad right now. Check it.
That one time you were buying a car, when you bought that car? Oh yeah. Are you looking for another car?
Eventually. I got my dream car picked out.
Maybe whenever you are, you can sell it to me.
I'm gonna keep that one until the wheels fall off, man.
What do you
Because that
have?
one's a gift.
What do you have?
Old BMW 3 Series. It's old.
Oh, you didn't? Oh yeah, you didn't see it in the garage. It's really nice. I got to drive it.
It's 63 days.
Huh?
63, that's it?
Dogs are lucky.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I think it's elephants that is 2 years.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why they take such good care if they're young.
Yeah,
It
I
takes
love
them
their
forever.
community.
It takes them forever to make the
have it?
babies. Yeah, so they look out for them.
It's a big investment. You gotta
Yeah,
protect it.
the whole village, man. Like
Yeah.
all the male elephants, they guard the little ones.
No.
Elephants are the best.
Elephants are very cool. I'm very happy right now.
Cool.
I'm glad that you guys made it down here. Like, really.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Cost me nothing. The space is already here. It's good to be able to share it.
Yeah.
See, that's the mentality. Many people are so protective of their environment.
Hey, so you were telling me that Joe spent a little bit of time in there too?
Yeah, so he was on the inside for years, man.
Really?
Yeah.
How was he able to get such a good job?
He got the hookup. When he was inside, he made friends. When he was on his way out, he made friends. You gotta make friends. Friends will take you places. Like, it's all about establishing relationships with the right people. You know? Like, bro, I've had fucking, like, neighbors burn bridges with me over $10. Like, fuck those kids. I hope they eventually they're gonna cross the wrong guy, and they will pay. That $10 is gonna end up being their life. You know? I don't do shit. I just sit back and wait. I talk to their
$10
father. Hey, your kid owes me $10. Father's like, hey, yeah, oh, sorry about that. I'll run it by. He never does shit. So like father, like son. Fuck these people. Cheap, man. Disappointing. Like, well, what's the value of a human life, anyways?
$10. $11.
People are willing to kill for cheap, next to nothing. Find somebody hungry enough, they're willing to do it. But I would never. I had the opportunity. Remember that one guy? That one time I was down in Tulsa, back in 2011.
Oh, what do you mean?
Jordan. Jordan.
An Arab guy?
Kazakh.
Oh yeah, you guys had some beef or something, right? What was it about?
Fucked up.
What was it about?
Girl.
What?
Girl.
That's the power of
Girls
girls.
He pulled her? Or he disrespected her?
Heavy, man. It was heavy.
Mm.
I was ready to take him out.
Mm.
Sitting there outside of his window, gun in hand, one in the chamber, just thinking like I can flip off the safety. I see his head through the wall, through the blinds.
Yeah.
I can take this fucker out.
But I think it's difficult to get away with it.
It is, especially because they have cameras everywhere. Like I trashed one of their cars, put super glue on the handles, fucking pour brake fluid all over.
Okay, but did you do it to the guy specifically, or did you do it to one of his friends? Oh
One of
my
his
god!
friends.
But why do
He dragged his friends in too. This motherfucker. And you know, I called the campus security on them after they got pickups. It's like, hey, yeah, they just picked up. I got beef with these guys. They just picked up. Searched the place.
They what? They just picked up some things,
Yeah, they just picked up some stuff, some smokables, and they go and raid it.
and they got in trouble.
Yeah. Just like keep causing them trouble. Fuck. Fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's one thing that just like, yeah, you know, have a good time. Like the consequences, man. I don't want to be the guy, the button man, because I don't want to sleep poorly at night. I got too much shit I want to do.
You gotta be the puppet master, man.
And nobody's worth the trouble.
That's it. That's it. Pick up the phone. Ring, ring. I remember that one time we went to this bar to play poker, and there was this guy who was just like, yeah, circle around the block. Remember this dude? He had the watch. He was wearing a fucking suit playing poker at a bar.
No.
Smoky ass bar, and he was just like, he was talking big, you know? Just acting like a big shot. It's funny. It's funny, man.
I don't remember it, man. Who are you talking about?
Just some random dude. Some other guy at a bar playing poker.
Do you remember Mark?
Yeah,
Holmes?
I remember Mark. He had the home games.
He died, dude.
Yeah, he told me.
He passed away, man.
Mark and Tina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even know how he died, dude.
A lot of people have
Overdose.
gone. A lot of people have gone. You kidding? Like, we're still here. You know, you make it past like 25. That means you're probably gonna die of old age or cancer. Unless you take your own life. That's it.
That's how I'm gonna go out, probably.
Just like in your sleep, surrounded by loved ones.
Probably when I'm like 110 years old, I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, I did everything I wanted to do.
Yep.
I'm starting to get tired. I'm 110 years old.
Yep.
Here's my will.
Yep. Run with it. Run the numbers.
Yep.
You know, take what I gave you and fucking make good use of it.
Let's have a big blowout party, and then I'm out.
Yep.
How do you guys rate your lives?
10.
In terms of happiness.
10.
What about you, Alex?
Right now I'm happy. Because everything is starting to add up.
Okay, 0 to 10, how do you rate it?
7 or 8. I don't think I'll ever hit 10.
This is the happiest you'll ever get.
I mean, I'll get like to a 9.5. You know, but that's got to be a real event. You know, that's got to be like, I just made $1 billion. You know, and like I'm surrounded by people that I love and that I care about, and we're all celebrating. You know, like fuck it, we made it. We made it. Everybody's celebrating. Then okay, 9.5. I don't think I'll ever hit 10. It's just milestones, steps along the way.
You got some sauce for those wings for later on?
We'll get some. I probably have some. I got some barbecue sauce. It's got like a slight tang to it. Yeah. Fucking Christian, man.
I think I'm gonna start. I need to start doing smoothies every day, like this. Just like this is like the regular thing every day.
Hook it up, man. Hook it
Every
up.
day.
My brother and his wife do smoothies every day.
Really?
Yeah. Get in on that. Get some chia seeds too. Keep yourself regular.
Chia seeds. Yeah, that's what I need. Well, I think I even have some. And fiber.
It's the Mayan superfood, right? The chia seeds. Like they knew what was up. That was their seed that gave them power, strength,
fertility,
strength.
Okay.
Strength, man.
Hey man, so how much time did Joe do inside?
I don't know. We can ask him. Like, he's Damn,
dude, he bounced back. He was able to bounce back.
Fuck yeah. And it's about
How long you been living here with you?
not that long. Not that long.
Less than
It's
a
been,
year?
Like less than a year. Definitely less than a year. Like half a year now.
So you rent to him?
Yeah. Like, he pays my father. You know, I don't see the money and I don't care. Like as long as he pays on time, it's fine. He takes care of the place. He's my eyes and ears on the ground over here.
Cool.
He keeps it clean.
Cool. What if in like a year or two I decide, hey man, I'm gonna go after my business is successful in Tulsa, and I'm like, damn, it's coming to Houston. Maybe I need to set up a place in Houston.
If we need to set up a spot in Houston, hopefully by that time I'm ready for you, man. Like right now, I don't have shit. I'm still a poor young man, but I'm happy.
I saw that like there's a lot of CBD shops here,
Yeah.
and there's even one shop that's like a CBD shop, and in the same name in the weed maps it says it's like a weed dispensary, and it says coming soon.
Coming soon. Yeah. Coming soon. Just
What does that
waiting
mean?
for
Within the
legislature.
next 20 years?
Bro, it's like give it 5. Give
Yeah.
it 5 years. You
Yeah.
get yourself up and running where you're at. Build your network. Make friends. Don't try going about making enemies. They'll come naturally. You know?
Yeah.
Just make friends. Like I used to not understand it. I have my uncle. He's a tech guy.
Mhm.
He owns a business that has 5 locations in China, 5 different cities, 5 different offices,
Mhm.
and an office in Japan.
Mhm.
Right? And he was just like, yeah, just make friends. Make friends. Be patient. Make friends. Surround yourself with people who have money, who know what they're doing with money, and like you're gonna have money. Just be patient. Find out what you're good at. You know? And if this is it for you, then put your heart into it. Put your heart and soul into it. Don't let it go for nothing. Like, I want all my friends to succeed. Because we'll have a lot more fun. Otherwise, it's still, we're at the cheap seats right now.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's a new day, man.
What's that plant right there?
Which one? Over there? It's
Oh.
the same as all these other ones. It's some vegetable.
Babe, what do you think that plant right there is?
I don't know.
It's a vegetable. We could pick it out of the ground and eat it if you wanted to.
Really?
Like a salad.
Why do
You
that?
got dolma?
Dolma, yeah. Grape leaves. I love dolma.
You can make dolma with anything.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't the one you had back in college, is it?
It is.
It is?
It is. Yo, I don't throw away good things. You know? Like this is a solid fucking deck of cards. I like them, man. They're classy. I wanna make one like this, but put Yeti ear on it.
That'd be cool.
And just hand it out to like a select few people. Because people don't throw away decks of cards. You might lose a card and you still hold on to that bitch.
Well, that's why you keep the jokers.
Yeah. Yeah, the wild cards.
I'm gonna show you guys a Mexican poker game.
Alright.
It's very casual.
We can play with 3.
Yeah, it's very casual.
We don't need the dog.
You know what that reminds me of? That painting with the dogs playing poker.
I love that one, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I want to get that painting, and then I want to get the Michelangelo painting.
Yo, I want to hit up Colombia someday. Want to go?
Columbia University?
Colombia, Bogota, Cali.
Why? Yeah, I'll go with you.
Do coke and fucking just hang out.
Yeah, but I only want to do the coke leaves.
Just the leaves. You don't want the
Like to
concentrated
chew them.
powder.
No.
Yeah.
I want to do it like the Incas did it.
All right,
you know?
we're gonna do the
chew
leaves.
it, chew the leaves,
We're gonna do the leaves, man.
get some energy.
Fuck
When you
yeah.
are there, you should visit Brazil too.
Yeah, I want to go down to Brazil as well
Okay.
and just like eat red meat all day and drink their drinks.
Yes. Hey, bro, I'm on Orbitz. Orbitz is like the same thing as a competitor of Priceline, isn't it? So the prices are gonna be like similar, I bet.
Yo,
You have to go for the World Cup.
the World Cup. Go to Qatar for the World Cup.
No, the last one was.
Yeah, it's over. We can't do it. We can't go back in time.
Yeah.
I wish.
Not yet.
We have to go
But
at
you
the speed
have
of light.
to.
We have to go at the speed of light, and then we can do it. Find a
But,
wormhole.
8 years later, it's in
Don't
the
don't you have to be
right?
running like in the opposite direction that the Earth spins?
You need to go faster than light, man. Find you a wormhole. Jump through it.
Or just eat mushrooms.
Far as we know, it goes in one direction.
Shada, you gonna jump in on this poker game? It's very casual, very easy. No bet.
I'm good.
Shit.
All right.
May as well just play heads up.
So in this game, you're just trying to not have the worst hand. which since it's two of us, it's the same as other poker. This is the widow hand. And we'll say no wilds for now.
Bring him out.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out.
All right. So what's going on?
So it's a 5-card, you know, you got a 5-card hand.
Yeah.
And you're trying to beat my 5-card hand. So these cards in this deck are done. These are out of play.
Okay.
So what you have to swap from are this right here.
Uh huh. Can we do it one at a time?
Yeah. So a 1 or all 5.
1 or all 5. Okay.
And the first round, since they're face down, you have to switch. You either swap all 5 or you pass.
Okay.
So since I'm the dealer, would you like to swap or pass?
I'll pass. What happens if we both pass?
So I pass, and then they open up to you.
All right. Sweet. Thank you, dealer.
So now you can switch 1 or all 5.
Oh shit! There's almost a straight right here.
I'll switch for this one right here.
There's almost a straight right there. At what point does it open up?
Oh, okay, and then whenever you're done,
Oh.
whenever you got your hand made, you go knock knock.
Okay.
And that means last round for everybody else.
Okay. So do I knock? Can I knock now or only after I move?
Well, because you swapped,
Yeah.
you can't knock right
Okay.
now.
All right.
So you know on your next one.
All right. All you, homie.
So I'll go for this one right here. Pass.
All right.
I got. Oh damn! You got the high straight. Damn, I got the low straight. Damn.
Yeah, I got lucky on.
Oh shit! I effect up.
Yeah, you could have gotten a flush, man.
I could have, yeah.
Yeah, flush all day.
Well, I don't know if I had enough turns actually. I didn't.
know.
I would have been. I would have been short by 1 turn, because you knocked. So that's the game, and normally there's like 4 or 5 players,
Right.
and then the low hand pays
Right.
something to the middle. I think we might have done this. So everyone starts out with like a set amount of lives or chips, like 3 or 4 or 2, 5 or whatever. However long you want to make the game.
Right.
And then the low hand pays to the middle. And then when you're all out of coins, you're out.
Right.
It's like a knockout game.
Yeah. What the fuck?
It's interesting because sometimes there'll be big hands in the middle.
God, something's wrong with this shit. I think it's dead. Nah, it's still alive. Let me fix this up. I'm gonna get into like ultra high def all of a sudden. And start hurting them.
Start hurting who?
People on the other end, they're gonna see it and be like, holy shit, I can't even keep up with this.
Are there viewers right now?
Fuck if I know, man. Maybe. I don't pay attention to this. Like, I had a friend, a young guy. Here, I'll move downwind if you want. Right. Sorry about that. But this guy would be like, yeah, hey, I'm always like, don't you pay attention to your numbers? And I said, nope. Because I have faith that it's gonna grow. I've got that confidence that my shit's gonna keep on growing. Over time, it gets better and better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care about where it's at today. What I care about is the future. And we're building it one day at a time.
Oh yeah, so I was telling you earlier, that song Proud Mary, there's a Mexican rock band that did a cover of it. And it's like a little bit of Spanglish. It's like rolling in the Rio.
That's cool, man.
And then it talks about like the Mexican guy, he's like, I gotta get to the river so I can cross the border. Work so hard and get ahead.
Dropping frames.